Okay, hopefully streaming just started here. So we are streaming the Game Awards, the 2021 Game Awards tonight. They're doing the pre-show. They've already done some awards and shown some world premieres and stuff. So I thought it was all starting at 8, but I guess the pre-show started at 7:30, so I'm a little late here. But yeah, here's the Game Awards. I'm just going to share the link around a few places, so give me one moment, and then I'll check out the chat and whatnot.
Free weekend. Play now. And coming soon.
Sharing the link around again. Place I want to do that.
Take the village. Come to the hiding. Scatter the masons by destroying that tower. Defy the Iron Fist!
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect tonight here. There's very few things I'm kind of like, I think that might be here, but for the most part, I'm going in very, very blind with what we might get here. I know Sonic 2 movie supposed to get a trailer here. There's been all those like leaks or rumors and stuff about Chrono Cross getting a remaster. I'd love to see that. And then I don't know what Nintendo's going to bring, but Breath of the Wild 2, anything, a title, a release date, any gameplay footage would make my night if that's what we got here. Very much so doubting some secret Smash reveal. I know some people are like hopeful for that, but I am not. I'm done with Smash. Done hoping for anything more from Smash Ultimate, but hey, if it happened, it would be cool. But nah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
We'll be hanging out with myself and Nate.
Alright, again, just sharing the link a few places. Just give me one moment, and then I will check out chat and
It's
whatnot.
going to be all over Verizon's 5G network. It's going to be insane. We have some special guests for you, so make sure you tune in and hang out with us. See you there.
And now, guess what I have?
All right, what's up,
Two
guys?
more world premieres for you.
We'll
coming
get
in
Gino this
steaming
time.
hot,
Yeah,
fresh from the oven.
doubtful
Let's
of that.
do it.
Would be cool, but I doubt it. Here's another world premiere. Hey, someone said bonus character is dead. Sakurai. Yeah, he's not going to do it. It's not happening.
The land and the mountains, and with an entranced roar, it shows its true
Monster Hunter, maybe? Yep. I already know, isn't something coming out in like the summer or something? Didn't we hear about that?
Leave the beast to me.
Someone said Garfield is on Switch. Yes, he is. I downloaded him last night for All-Star Brawl and was messing around with him. He's pretty fun.
We shall be in port soon. This is our outpost.
Let me turn on this light over here. I don't know if that'll help with the green screen effect. I see it's a little fuzzy. Do I have any multiverses predictions? That's a tough one because like that's one of the things with that game. I wanted to do a video on it actually before the Game Awards happened here because I guess the Game Awards followed multiverses or multiverses followed the Game Awards on Twitter. I forget which way it was. So we might get something multiverses here. I think the tech test they sent out codes for people. I think starts tomorrow to like I guess do some like kind of beta stuff. Just get the game like early. So I imagine we'll probably see more multiverses here tonight. But as far as guesses and like what characters, it's so hard because Warner Brothers owns so much stuff. My only guesses are basically the stuff that already leaked, like Rick and Gandalf, and those are the two that we've like seen that leaked. There's other ones. I think Fred Flintstone, Mad Max, a few others. Seem to be in leaks and seem pretty likely. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to show here for multiverses, but I imagine they're going to show something, probably whatever the starting roster is, if they're going to start the testing tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, this would be a great place to reveal like Gandalf and Rick and stuff, so we will see. But it's tough to predict characters for that game, like as a further, like what are the DLC going to be, who's my most wanted, stuff like that. It's just really hard because it's a, Warner Brothers is such a huge property. It's just, they own so much stuff.
Evil Dead the Game at the Game Awards.
Unrelated, but
And
am I excited for
tomorrow on
Spider-Man No
Twitch's
Way Home? I'm
Winter Gathering,
extremely
Jeff
excited for
Keighley will
Spider-Man No
chat
Way
with
Home.
Bruce Campbell himself
Yeah,
and
I
Saber's
really
Tim
want to see that
Willits
movie.
about the
I
game,
love the
which
Sam
is
Raimi
coming out
Spider-Man.
next
The
year.
third one obviously
And
has
now
its
we've
issues,
got
but
the
1 and
world
2
gameplay
are like
premiere
great. Are
of
probably my favorite
another
Spider-Man
evil
movies. So
game, Evil
bringing
West,
back,
which we also
the villains
announced
from
last
that,
year
and
at the Game
likely
Awards. Let's take
also
a look.
the Spider-Men from the Sam Raimi movie, and then the Amazing Spider-Man. So Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what we get with that.
Upkeep, maintenance.
So I heard Godzilla is on the table. Yeah, Warner Brothers does Godzilla stuff, right? I mean, I know Toho, I think, owns Godzilla, but I think Warner Brothers is making like the newer Western Godzilla movies. I don't know if is he the Ridley of multiverses? Like, is he too big? I don't know. But he'd be cool as like a stage, like he'd fight on Godzilla, something like that. I'd love to see Godzilla stuff in multiverses. That'd be cool with that. My opinion on the Amazing Spider-Man movies, yeah, they're okay. They were definitely my least favorites. The first one is like alright. I like that it was Peter in high school. I like that it started with Gwen Stacy. I like they finally did the Lizard, because it really felt like the Sam Raimi ones were building up to that, because Kirk Connors was in it, and he had one arm and everything, and it was like, okay, where's this going? And then we never got the Lizard.
I don't know about
So it's cool to see the
but I
Lizard
am
finally.
greedy
But
for
other
more
than that, I didn't like
content.
how they
Here's a new
Peter's
world
parents were
premiere
like a big
from
part of
Perfect
it,
Worlds.
and then the second one was really bad. I mean, Electro was really dumb, and I really didn't like how he's best friends with Harry Osborn, who's super rich, even though we already had Oscorp established in the first one. He never mentioned that. It was weird. Moved too quick with going straight to Harry becoming I guess Green Goblin. I don't know. It was weird. I was not big on the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I liked quite a bit, but I didn't really like him as Peter Parker. Yeah, there's definitely the Amazing Spider-Man ones. I think were the worst out of the three. The Tom Holland ones they're nice for the Marvel comic universe. Like, I like them, but they don't feel extremely Spider-Man to me. The Sam Raimi ones I still think are the definitive Spider-Man movies. But this one, pulling all the universes into one, is great, because I never thought we'd ever return to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies after 4 got canceled. So I'm very excited to somewhat get to return to that and see some of those dead characters. Like, I guess spoilers for 20-year-old movies here, but Doc Ock and Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin and stuff die at the end of their movies. To see them again is pretty sweet. Since it fixed my volume mixing, what is wrong? Do you want louder, Game Awards louder, me quieter? What's the ish? So let's get Shredder revealed for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Yeah, I feel like, we just got Garfield. I was pretty happy that the Switch version, like the Switch alt costumes and Garfield came out. They were like, it'll be later this month, a couple days ago, and it was like, only a day or two late from the other platform. So that's not bad. If that's how it is going forward, I can deal with that. I have the Switch version, so I'm fine with that.
All powered
I'm pretty
by
quiet.
Verizon 5G.
Let me see.
We're going to be spending the night with some of the biggest stars.
Now let's move the
and me and Ariel.
microphone closer to me.
Come by and check it out.
It's right there. How's that?
And now I have the pleasure of presenting the Game Award for Best Audio
I think
Design.
Dredd will win any awards,
when your
probably.
Medium relies so
I still haven't
heavily
played
on being successful in putting the player
Dredd.
inside
I still
your
have
story.
Dredd right here.
Audio design is everything.
I bought it
It's
right
the
when it came
ultimate
out,
hint
and
system.
my plan is to
An
stream it
instant mood
actually.
that either
So
alerts the
maybe
player to
I
what's
don't
coming
know if I'm gonna
next
go
or
like Christmas
obscures
shopping
it. It's
tomorrow,
basically playing God.
or if I'm gonna go on
Here are the
Saturday. Saturday the
nominees
crowd's gonna
for
be bad.
Best
If I
Audio
don't
Design.
Christmas shop tomorrow, maybe I'll start streaming Dredd
And the Game
tomorrow.
Award for
Otherwise,
Best
maybe I'll
Audio
stream it on
Design
Saturday.
goes
I think
to
this weekend. Either tomorrow, Saturday, or
Forza
Sunday,
Horizon
I will
5.
start streaming a playthrough of Metroid Dread, because I have not played it yet, and I'm kind of dying to play it, but I'm holding off because I wanted to stream it, because I thought it would be a good game to stream first, because it's supposedly it's only like 9 hours long, and just a simple Metroidvania, a Metroid game, obviously. It seemed like it would work pretty good. But yes, I do think Dread will probably win awards tonight. Everybody was like raving about how good it was, so
Fraser, Ruri, Mattia, Matt, and Rich, guys.
Shredder's stage has leaked. Yeah, I saw. It's like the Statue of Liberty. I think it's the stage you fight Super Shredder
Forza Horizon 5.
Turtles in
And
Time.
now we have
Am I
an
correct in that?
incredible composer,
Is that the leaked
Takeshi
stage? I saw it
Furukawa,
earlier.
here to tell us
so
more
I think that's
about
what it
his
was.
latest score. Let's check it out.
All right, 5 minutes until the actual Game Awards. What I'm really hopeful here to see tonight would either be multiverses, anything with multiverses, and anything Breath of the Wild, or just something. I'm sure there's other things in here that might blow me away and just be like total surprises. Other things I think we might see: Sonic 2 movie trailer because we're supposedly getting that, and Chrono Cross remaster. And I really like Chrono Cross. I know it gets a lot of like hate, and I totally agree with the like criticisms it gets, as it's not a good sequel to Chrono Trigger at all. I completely agree with that. But as a Square RPG, I like it. It was one of the first games I actually got for PlayStation, because I was like an N64 kid, and I got the PlayStation a little later, and I got Chrono Cross because I was like, oh man, Chrono Trigger was amazing. I'm gonna get Chrono Cross. And yeah, it did not live up to being a sequel to Chrono Trigger, but it's still a really good, just like Square RPG that I have a lot of nostalgia for. So getting a remaster would be pretty sweet. Okay, I am correct about the Shredder stage. Yeah, so supposedly it's got like the Statue of Liberty in the background, and I think it's based on the Turtles in Time stage where you fight Super Shredder. So that means the Double Dare stage likely is just a separate stage that maybe they'll do, or maybe it just got cut. I could be wrong, but I think music for it got found later on in like a different patch or something. Sounds like they're working on it if that's the case. So it'd be great to get the Double Dare stage and Shredder with his own stage. Get 2 stages basically. It'd be cool. Someone said they should have released him on a Monday. I assume it's a reference to Garfield. I mean, it makes sense for him not to get up on a Monday and not to be there for his own reveal trailer. But they could have done something funny if they had made the reveal trailer somehow like, and the new character is, and then like, he's not there, and then they like cut to him like sleeping, and he's like, don't wake me up on a Monday or something. Would have been funny. Someone said, wait, where was Shredder's stage leaked? I saw it on Twitter. So maybe it was on the subreddit, or I'm sure it was floating around Discord servers and stuff like that. I saw it. I saved the image. I will still make a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl prediction video now that Garfield's out and stuff. So maybe I'll do that this weekend if I have the time, or if not, next week. I also want to make a multiverses video, and potentially if like Breath of the Wild gets revealed here, I might make or some more information on Breath of the Wild 2 gets revealed here. I might make a video on that. So I don't know what videos I'm going to do in what order. Multiverses has been on my like back burner for a while though, so I definitely want to do that. I wanted to do that yesterday, but got busy. But when I go over the further predictions for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, I will show the leaked Shredder stage and talk about it and stuff. So.
Here it is. I can't believe it. We are already here. We are down to our final world premiere of our pre-show.
Excited for Mr. Krabs to be top tier in the future. Mr. Krabs would be sweet.
You did not
I'm more in the camp of wanting Squidward to be the next SpongeBob rep. Just because I think Squidward's like when I think of the main characters of SpongeBob, it's like SpongeBob, then Patrick, and then Squidward. We got Sandy instead. Here's Persona. Man, 3 years ago, Persona meant Joker and Smash. But anyway, I was talking about something about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, blah, blah, blah. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, the SpongeBob characters. So I think Squidward's next in line as far as like what SpongeBob characters should get in. But I'm more of a fan of Mr. Krabs. Like if Mr. Krabs got in, he might become one of my like mains. I might try to play him. He'd be like a character that would be, because I think Mr. Krabs is hilarious. Like, maybe my favorite SpongeBob character of the like main cast. Whereas I don't think I'd main Squidward, but I feel like Squidward should get in before Mr. Krabs. If we get enough DLC though, I'd love to get both. I think both would make a lot of sense. I think SpongeBob, if any series on the roster could get 2 characters as DLC,
okay, everyone,
SpongeBob could be it, and I think Squidward and Mr. Krabs would be probably the right choices. Some people really want Plankton, but I feel like he's so tiny, he kind of has the opposite of Ridley thing going on. Might be a little tough to justify or make like a moveset, have him, besides being like a robot or something.
Dragons,
but that might be a little weird
by
to represent him that
Keanu
way.
Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, and yes,
Tabble said Garfield looks the best animated by far. Yeah, I was playing as Garfield last night, and he is very well animated. Lots of cool references. Eating lasagna. I love the word bubbles. I loved Pookie is part of his moveset. He like throws Pookie, and it's like a trap that you set up. It like comes back to him. Kind of the boomerang like hits. like a
Thank
boomerang
you all for
effect where it
getting
comes back
stoked with
Garfield
me at
hits
the
you on
pre-show,
the way
and
back.
congratulations
So
to the
yeah, there's
winners
some cool
of
stuff.
our
He's very well
first
animated,
awards
very
of the
cool
night.
looking character.
And
And
that's
the
it
stage
for
is
me.
really
I'm
cool
Sydney
looking
Goodman.
too.
I'm going to
Very
go find
polished.
my seat. The 2021 Game Awards
My
starts
leg.
now.
Yeah, that guy, the my leg guy from SpongeBob. He'd be great to get. King Neptune would be cool. I was always a little bummed. I don't know. Do other people feel this way? I was a little bummed about how in the SpongeBob movie they changed how King Neptune like everything about him. That always bugged me. Because I liked that dude from Seinfeld, like Elaine's boss, Peterman, was like the voice of original Neptune, and I loved that iteration of him. Was great. And then they totally like changed him for the movie. I thought that was weird. Yes, Garfield does use Monday as an attack because he complains about it, and his word bubble is in an actual attack. The second Garfield character got in. Who would I want it to be? I mean, it'd probably be Odie. I don't know who else it could be. I always thought Nermal was funny, but I doubt Nermal would like get in. Like that'd be weird. I doubt a second Garfield character would get in to begin with. Yeah, I mean either Odie or John, right? But probably Odie, I guess. John's kind of a just normal human man. Plankton and Karen duo. I mean, that would make sense. Have Plankton like on top of the Karen TV screen on like wheels or something. Would it be a weird? But like, would that really be Plankton fighting? It would be a kind of a weird character. Or the robot. It could be the robot crabs, but then that would be also weird. Robot crab. Okay, here you go. Here's how it works. Mr. Krabs gets in, and then Robot Krabs, piloted by Plankton, is his alt costume. Boom, we get Krabs and Plankton in one go. We figured it out. Tell the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl people, put Krabs in, and then Robot Krabs is the alt. That's how we get both. Have I read Garfield minus Garfield? I have seen Garfield minus Garfield. I don't know if I'd say I read it. I don't know how many there are out there, but I've seen like the panels done without that. Some of them are quite funny. It's just John just seems insane without Garfield's thoughts there sometimes, talking to himself. The volume of the presentation seems a bit loud compared to mine. All right, people said that before too. I'll turn that down a little bit. See if that works. You know, let me know if that's better. I can't hear what you guys are hearing, so I just want you guys to be able to hear whatever, you know, games are happening and whatnot. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy would be great. I don't think it would happen, but it would be great. I mean, you could do a whole SpongeBob platform fighter, like with just SpongeBob characters, and dip into stuff like that. Have I heard the King Neptune SpongeBob theory by Alex Bale? It's very interesting. No, I have not. I assume that explains the switch between the movie version and the show version. Oh, geez, he's playing Megalovania. Is he? I can't even tell. I'm not a big Undertale for, like, some people love Undertale. I played it back when it was like really big or whatever. I played it. I downloaded it for my PC, played it a little bit. It just didn't hook me as much as it did other people. It's not bad by any means. I can totally see why people really like it. Very cool take on like RPG combat and stuff. The pacifism stuff is really interesting and whatnot. But yeah, the game didn't hook me the way it did other people. Other people are like way into Undertale, and that's totally fine. It's just not my thing. I'm excited for the Batman to come out next year. I was excited for the Batman, and then I read about like some studio meddling that might be going on with it, where they like changed some stuff. I don't even remember what the specific changes were, but I remember I read about some changes, and I was like, oh, okay. Is it Sony doing it? I just know that like the DC stuff is always mishandled, and so often there's like a vision for the movie, and then they flub it up. They screw it up with all of these like producers get their hands on it and tell them to do this, and you have to do this instead, and blah blah blah. So I'm afraid that could happen. with the Batman, but I mean, I'll probably see it, so you know, I'm semi-excited. Right now, I'm more excited for Spider-Man: No Way Home. It has me very excited because I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and even if the movie sucks, if like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's in it and those villains are in it, I'm just going to be smiling just seeing them, you know, again on the big screen. So I know I can count on that movie to at least give me that.
It will not be fine. It will be.
Do I think Multiverses will kill Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl? I don't think Multiverses will kill Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I think it's possible Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl will lose interest if, you know, it can't kind of drum up the right fan base to stick with it. I know it went hard for, like, kind of the Melee tournament, professional Smash players stuff. Does not seem to be able to hold that crowd well. I like it for the references. In fact, I'm a Nickelodeon fan, so I think if they can keep pandering to me in that way, you know, give me more big Nick shows and characters and do it at a steady pace, you know, I will keep playing, I will keep watching it, I will keep making content for it. I don't think Multiverses is going to kill it necessarily. Ooh, I saw The World Ends With You there. Neo, The World Ends With You for a second. Nice. Hopefully they'll win something here.
Welcome to the Game Awards 2021.
But I could see Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl kind of getting pushed to the side. I could see Multiverses getting very popular, maybe, if it does things right. I could also see Multiverses happening and also just being, like, exciting for a little bit and then, you know, the hype dies down. Remains to be seen.
This is the Game Awards.
Someone said, anybody else see Aaron Itmar's channel of him with a saying at Smash Fighter being released tonight? I seriously doubt it. I mean, I would flip out. I'd be so excited, but I seriously doubt it.
First of all, wasn't Sting phenomenal?
Just think, a year ago, Sephiroth was revealed. Yeah.
That was what could have been from Arcane, the
weird
new
to think.
Netflix
it was a year ago that Sephiroth happened, and immediately it was like,
I
guess Geno's not going to happen. Maybe he'll get a cool Mii costume. And then he didn't get that cool Mii costume, and at least we got Sora at the end.
I gotta say, it feels so incredible to be back here on stage at Microsoft Theater.
Practical Jokers from Multiverses are in Practical is True TV.
Around the world. This is a night for the fans, and you know,
was there a movie of Warner Brothers? I know there was a Practical Jokers movie.
Amazing developers, and
I mean, I would be totally cool. I'd maybe maim me in Practical Jokers, but stuff like that. It's like I don't even know. I've tried to like I have a pretty good grasp on like video games and what company owns who and stuff like that. I have a really good grasp on Nickelodeon stuff and generally, you know, what's going on with most of the Nick shows.
Game creators
I do not have a good grasp on Warner Brothers' full intellectual property list, so it's tough to guess at things for Multiverses, or even when stuff gets brought up. I've seen the creator of Multiverses, or developer, what I don't know what his title is,
harassment, and
talking about like when people post up on Twitter like, can this get in? He's been like, yeah, maybe. We want it to be a diverse cast. And that's been his response to like everything. So I think it's just like it's really hard to predict Multiverses stuff. We
must build an even brighter and more inclusive future.
Someone said the Geno incident. Yeah, one of many times Geno didn't get in.
Teach us that we can impact the world around us. And tonight,
sure, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is here. They showed a Monster Hunter something. I don't really follow Monster Hunter super well, so it might have been that. They showed that, I think, in the pre-show.
With your time and with your dollars, empower these world builders who are creating the future of all
the Fat Brown Plant said, I remember when Sephiroth was revealed, everyone thought Sora was out because of him. I thought Sora was out because of him. Yeah, I think everybody thought that. I remember because there's the whole Imran Khan thing where Imran Khan said either Master Chief or Sora would be like the big character for the second Fighter Pass, and so we got Steve and we got Sephiroth, and it felt sort of like maybe Imran Khan heard another Square character is going to happen and another Microsoft character is going to happen, and assumed, okay, well either Sora or Master Chief will be here this time, and instead it was Steve and Sephiroth. But no, that aside, you know, we did get Sora in the end. And Sora's Disney anyway, but yeah, it's pretty a miracle we got Sora. But yeah, I'd also given up hope. How does Warner Brothers have the rights to JoJo? I think they have. I could be totally wrong here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think Warner Brothers has like the distribution rights in the West to it, or something.
Here are the nominees.
I could be wrong. I'm not a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan. I've just heard people talking about it as a possibility for Multiverses. And I think again, creator, developer, I don't know who the guy is, of Multiverses on Twitter, someone asked about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and he said something like, maybe we want the cast to be diverse and stuff like that. So I don't think they're counting like anything out when people are asking for stuff. Renjib said, "Hello, how are you doing, Papa?" I'm doing good. Excited to see what we get here tonight. Big hopes for me. See Multiverses, see something Breath of the Wild 2. If we don't, that's fine, but I'd love to see either of those. And then things I think we'll see is Sonic 2 movie trailer, because we were told we would. Chrono Cross Remastered maybe announced, because you know, supposedly that's happening. And I'd be really excited for either of those as well. So that's all I got on my mind. And if anything else, you know, I'm open to something cool. I mean, Nintendo could show off. And there's supposed to be like a new Donkey Kong game or something by the Mario Odyssey team, like something like that, like totally random. Mario Kart, you know, whatever. Mario Odyssey 2, you know, some crazy reveal or something from, you know, non-Nintendo stuff could get me excited too. So I'm open to whatever.
Oh, it's heavy. Well, yeah, you know, it was an amazing journey to get.
Cartoon Network needs to make a second fighting game to follow the trend. Well, basically, Multiverses is the Cartoon Network fighting game. I feel like it's kind of the sequel to Punch Time Explosion, just with a bigger pool of characters, which can be good and bad. It's sort of like, you know, Smash would probably have more first-party Nintendo characters. Probably have like every first-party Nintendo character you could possibly want to play as in the roster if they never went third-party. So I feel like Multiverses is basically Punch Time Explosion going third-party. It's probably gonna be slow drip to get the Cartoon Network characters, the lineup of Cartoon Network characters, you know, as vast as the Punch Time Explosion had.
Congratulations, guys. All right, now it's time to look into the future.
Movies and TV shows, like live-action ones even, and Adult Swim, and Cartoon Network, and Hanna-Barbera, and old school Looney Tunes stuff, so there's a lot they're pulling from Multiverses, but Cartoon Network is right there.
The team in-game this past weekend. Sit back and get ready to experience.
Someone said Hogwarts Legacy would be great as well. I really haven't followed it. I've been like, I don't know, I kind of have not followed. I was a Harry Potter fan. It's not my favorite. I'm a bigger Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones guy. But I do like Harry Potter. And the game did look cool and stuff like that. But I just have not been following Harry Potter for the last few years. It's got all controversy with, I won't get into all that stuff, but J.K. Rowling controversy. There was like the Fantastic Beasts actors controversy and stuff with I don't remember the kid's name, and I don't know the actor's name. I never remember him. And Johnny Depp had controversy, though. I think that was kind of, I think most people are on Johnny Depp's side, but whatever. Again, I don't want to get into all that. But anyway, Harry Potter got like a very powder keg of a series recently, so I just have not been paying attention. But yeah, that game does look cool, and maybe it'll reinvigorate my fan love for Harry Potter.
Their siege of our minds. You may see them as gods.
How do you feel about a Dr. Eggman solo movie starring Jim Carrey? He was like the best part of the Sonic movie, so I'd be great with that, but I'm totally fine with just Sonic 2 having him, you know, come back and do that again. I mean, getting Jim Carrey to come back for a movie at all seems like a impossibility, and he's all over just being Dr. Robotnik and doing that, so that's fine with me. LeBron for Smash. I'm not a big LeBron James fan. I didn't even see Space Jam 2.
To risk your own life
so,
for what you believe is,
you know, whatever. But he might be DLC for Multiverse. It would make sense to me. It felt like Space Jam 2 was their first attempt to do like, you know, Warner Brothers universe of properties and stuff like that. Multiverses feels like the second step. So having LeBron James as his like Space Jam 2 self in the game, I feel like that's kind of inevitable. I think Smash needs a good rival, and PlayStation All-Stars would be perfect. You know, the only thing with PlayStation All-Stars is that, like, instead of, like, PlayStation All-Stars 2 happening, we basically instead got Cloud and Sephiroth and Snakeback and Sora and Dragon Quest. And, like we basically just got a lot of PlayStation properties and characters that people would have probably wanted to see in a PlayStation All-Star 2, just in Smash. And I'm cool with that. That makes... I almost prefer it. Let's just keep all the video game crossover fighter. Let's just keep it Smash and just pull things in from everywhere.
Senua saw that to win the war we must break this siege.
Lego Movie had a huge WB crossover. Yeah. Lego's probably another. So good places to look for what might happen in Multiverses. I feel like it's Lego Dimensions, because that had a lot of WB stuff, and the Space Jam 2 movie. I think those are probably the two places to look for likely the type of properties that will get into multiverses. And they could branch out further than that. Stuff that wasn't in Lego Dimensions, stuff that wasn't in Space Jam 2 could definitely still happen for multiverses, but I feel like you know, if you're trying to figure out what will probably be there, it's probably that stuff. It's kind of creepy. You're lighting like a giant on fire. It's like a giant zombie. I'm like barely paying attention to the Game Awards, just talking on chat about multiverses, and we were talking about Spider-Man before and stuff. I get off topic. That's okay. No Crash Bandicoot, sad face. Yeah, I want to Crash in Smash as well. More controversial stuff I don't really want to talk about, but Activision Blizzard, there's a whole thing about the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley at least kind of denounced that he would, you know, talk much about it or anything, which not saying anything is sometimes as bad as, you know, whatever. So, yeah, it's unfortunate Crash is tied to Activision Blizzard at the moment, but I don't feel like Crash, the character, to me, like historically, doesn't feel like a Activision Blizzard property, but maybe for the best he didn't get in Smash at this point, and maybe some other company will buy up Crash or something. Maybe Activision Blizzard will be a better company years from now, maybe, I don't know. It's a sad situation, I don't know what to say about it. But, I mean, as just a fan of Crash Bandicoot, what I'd like to see in the Smash, yeah. Shane Pinto said, happy to see you're doing a stream, Papa. Thanks. Yeah, you know, I think I've always streamed the Game Awards since I first started the channel. So, you know, streaming again. Obviously, I don't expect a Smash reveal. I'm pretty sure Smash is over. But Multiverses could be here. I'm a big Zelda fan, so anything Breath of the Wild and just anything new Nintendo, be happy to see some other things. So I'm happy to stream it and do this. I want to start streaming regularly with like gameplay, so I think I'm going to stream Metroid Dread. Potentially this weekend, I may start that and then try to make streaming a regular thing from there on out. I want to get some Christmas shopping done. I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow or if I'll save that for Saturday. I feel like Saturday it might be more crowded though. Maybe I'll go Christmas shopping earlier on tomorrow and be back in time to stream tomorrow night. I don't know. But I do want to start gameplay streaming. I just want to, once I start it, I want to start doing it like I want it to be a regular thing. So yeah, that'll probably happen fairly soon. If Emmett got in, then Chris Pratt is in every platform fighter since he's voicing Mario and Garfield, yes. I mean, technically his voice isn't in Smash or Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but he has voiced characters in both those games. Rayman won't get a new game either. Oh man, Rayman getting in Smash would have been cool too. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like, I love what we got with Smash, but there's still, bizarrely, with the gigantic roster of characters, there's still quite a lot of characters I would have loved to see get in. These Vikings really hate bald people. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's like, it's not fair, man. Some people go bald. Well, you can't do nothing about that.
Truly incredible. That's not
Ben
a
10 for
cinematic.
multiverses. Yeah, Ben 10 would be cool.
That's why we do world premieres, because the state
I don't know how you like. How does Ben 10 work as a character?
that
Does he transform for each of his different
And
attacks? Does he have
it's
just
time
a
for our first
transformation
of many brand new game announcements at the Game Awards.
ability that
you're ready.
like Pokemon trainer style? He's actually like 3 or 4 different transformation characters with all different moves. Another world premiere. Wumpa League maybe though. Yeah. That was like supposedly happening for Crash. Ben Jib said you should do more of this, just a stream to chat about news. Yeah, that would be a good idea actually. I put together all the Smash explanation videos and stuff like that, but maybe just gaming news, chatting, and pulling up like screenshots of things that I've saved. A more interactive and live experience might be more fun at this point, since explaining whatever I'm like interested in or happen in the news or leak or rumor or whatever. Oh, some Star Wars thing. Isn't quite as I don't feel as urgent or like about it as I did with Smash stuff. I felt like obligated to like I needed to make sure I was explaining that well. I wanted to make these videos and stuff. But random like video game news, I could be more loose about it. Maybe do live streams, just talking about it. Okay, so is that C-3PO? So is this? It looked like Yoda was on Coruscant, so I imagine this is during the prequel era. Clone Wars or before it. Have I looked into that Geno mod for the Mii costume yet? Yeah, the Sean Hicks one. It's awesome. I don't have it. I actually have a Switch. I got a launch day Switch that I could totally mod if I wanted to. I've just never been big on mods. It's something about like I really do care about when something's official or if it's not official. Not to say I don't think the mod's awesome. I do think it's awesome. It's exactly how I would want it as Geno. But like modding my own thing and playing as it is like, it's only so exciting for me. I much prefer like that got in, like Sakurai did that. Somehow is what I care more about. I'm just weird like that about mods. I don't know why. But maybe I will mod eventually my day one Switch to play as Geno with the Geno mask. Who knows? What is this Star Wars game? Star Wars Eclipse. All right. I mean, it looked really cool. I don't know what it's about, but it looked cool. Do I play Rivals of either? I have played it before, like briefly, but it's not something I regularly play now.
Is being created by Quantic Dream in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games and is currently in early development. All right, there are many
early development,
more game
so
announcements to come,
potentially
me,
a couple years.
All night we are
Like whenever we hear a game is early
Shorts.
development,
If
it's
you have
like
a favorite nominee tonight,
you're gonna have to wait a bit.
Doesn't win, let us know your thoughts by posting a YouTube short with the hashtag #GotShorted and head to the YouTube.
Have I heard of Dream Mix TV World Fighters? Is that the one that's like
very own salty consolation gift?
Is it like Capcom
right now,
characters fighting
our first global gaming citizen, a program we started
like,
back in 2018.
not,
turned our air over
I'm trying to remember. Does it have Snake in it? Maybe is it Konami stuff actually?
Their stories.
I think I do know the game, Dream Mix TV World Fighters. I think it has, I don't know Japanese stuff super well. I think it has like Power Ranger looking bird dude or something. I'm forgetting what Dream Mix TV World Fighters, like what things that it incorporates into it. But I think I have seen. Is it Tekken stuff? Is it like... I feel like I'm pulling at everything, but is it like Konami stuff and Namco stuff and maybe something else? Transformers and Magical Girls. Maybe I know it.
It gave me a reference to...
I'm not big on it, I could say that, but I definitely do know of a few other out there crossovers that happened before, you know, Smash stuff.
Foi daí que eu conheci o serviço de streaming e eu senti muito essa necessidade de...
This is weird because I imagine a lot of people are streaming, other people streaming right now. It's like an Inception moment. Konami had Snake, Silent Belmont, Bomberman, and Transformers. Okay, yeah. I have seen it. I don't know it that well, but I have seen it.
You don't have to be worried about all these things that make you different. They can be what make you special.
Bomberman getting in next time would be pretty big. I remember... Ooh, okay, Switch, something. Indie for Switch. Hey, it's just gonna... it looks like it might just be a bunch of different indie games here. I'd love to see, what is it, Hollow Knight, Silksong, like, stuff. Cuphead DLC, it would be nice to see, too. Anything with that Ninja Turtles game, the Revenge of Shredder, I'd be excited to see. I played the Sly Cooper games. Not extensively. It is not a platforming series that I got into, but I do, like, I know about Sly Cooper. But it's not, I don't know, it's not a game that I got super into. Looked kind of like the outfit of that girl before, looked kind of like Shell from Portal. Maybe that was just a coincidence, because it looks like it might just be a overall Xbox commercial here. Kingdom Hearts 4, that would be cool. I think people would really love to see them do something. Ooh, okay, Bethesda.
Hi, folks. Pete Hines here.
I think people would love to see them kind of fix the Kingdom Hearts series a little bit with the Kingdom Hearts 4 because 3 was kind of
Let's all
underwhelming.
take a breather while we give away hundreds of free game codes. This is our small way of saying thank you for playing our games
Free game
for the
codes?
past 35 years.
I must... Quick.
And we're just getting started. From Ghostwire to Redfall to Starfield, and much more, including stuff that hasn't even leaked.
The other people were saying, why was Shell there? Yes, it did. It looked like Shell from Portal.
So
That's what I thought,
if
too.
you can't imagine doing anything other than developing and publishing games with us, we have a project that can
Unless
use
they
your
just
talents.
happened to put somebody in a, like,
Bethesda
white
and
tank
all
top
our
and orange
studios,
pants.
we're hiring. So consider this your invitation to join us. There's a lot of work to be done, and
Jobs.
we're
Okay,
running
so
out of
trying to hire
platforms
people?
to port Skyrim to.
Kingdom Hearts 4 Nomura's Revenge.
To give anything away for
Nice.
free these days.
Have they showed Breath of the
Here's a
Wild 2
bunch of
yet?
legal text.
No. No, nothing Breath of the Wild 2. I would love to see something Breath of the Wild 2. I'm not, like, counting on it. Like, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be disappointed. Because there's no, like, confirmation that would happen. But we've gotten Breath of the Wild stuff at past Game Awards. And we have no title for the game. We have no release date for the game. We have seen very little gameplay footage. It would be very nice to get a one of those or all three of those at the Game Awards here. Feels like the right time, as we know it's coming out next year. You know, you could still give us the title and a little bit of gameplay footage, and then save for E3 a bunch of gameplay footage in the release date, something like that. That would be a good setup here, because we've been waiting a long time for Breath of the Wild 2, and I can't lie, I'm still hyped for the game. I'm going to be insanely hyped when it comes out, but it's hard to stay hyped for a game when, and what was it, like 6 months ago at E3, we got a very short little trailer for it, and it was, what, 2 years before that? Like, it's slow. This is a slow burn to get this game, so I need something to keep me hyped, Nintendo. Bethesda actually had the audacity to advertise that they're hiring. Yes, they did. Someone said, I want Nick All-Stars. Yeah, I'm doubtful we'll get anything Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl here. Just because we just got Garfield in the alts, and I feel like they'll probably, like, I feel like Shredder and whatever else is coming is probably, like, they'll probably stagger it to, like, a month later. At least, at the minimum. It's just my guess, though. And I feel like that would be the smart move, because if they were starting or just starting on further DLC, if they like released, let's say they do have Shredder done right now, and they release Garfield and Shredder right away, and we're just like, boom, it's done, there you go. Then we had to wait like 4 or 5 months before the next character. That would be rougher than if they do Garfield now, and then like late January, early February we get Shredder, and then a month or two after that we get the first real DLC character. That would stagger things better. But I'm just guessing. I have no idea how finished they are with any of the characters or what. But we just got Garfield, we just got Ult, so you know that game is alive and well.
And for the games you already own, you can unlock skins, weapons, and more, including in League of Legends.
I'm the one who thinks Breath of the Wild will be crossover with Mario. I mean, Link's Awakening had like a lot of Mario references and crossovers and stuff in it, and I love that aspect of Link's Awakening. I would not mind if Breath of the Wild 2 had like, you know, Link's Awakening enemies, and they were like, you know, Mario like chain chomps or something.
It's time for a new game announcement that no one.
But frankly, I'd be happy if they had any more enemies. That's like the two big things to fix. Well, maybe okay, 3 big things fixed with Breath of the Wild 2. Weapon degradation, just, you know, do something a little different with that. More enemy variety and classic dungeons. I think you do that, you figure out how to get all that in there, and it's going to be like the best Zelda game of all time if they can do that.
Restore what has been broken. Unite old enemies.
Imagine a Mario Odyssey 2 reveal. Yeah, that could be here. Totally possible.
You are a hero.
So Wonder Woman game, or just like a
but you can be more.
DC comic game in general? I think it looks like it's going to be a Wonder Woman game.
You are
Splatoon 3 release date, yeah. There's a lot of good Nintendo stuff that we could get here. Nintendo usually does like a Nintendo Direct at like the beginning of the year. So next month or February or something, we'll probably get a Nintendo Direct with like their whole spring stuff. So I imagine a lot of that will be safe, but something big I feel like could be announced here, like Mario Odyssey 2 is happening, or Breath of the Wild 2 release date, a name, a title for it. We don't have the title for it. We're calling it Breath of the Wild 2
The
still.
performance category brings surprising new faces and portrayals of wildly different characters. Tonight's nominated actors continue this tradition, once again stunning us with their extraordinary depth and dedication. Here are the nominees for Best Performance.
Best Performance.
Best Performance.
I've seen the truth about you. I've seen the worst parts of you.
To rebuild paradise. The cost.
I wonder if any of the Neo The World Ends With You cast will be on here. Neo The World Ends With You is my game of the year. I don't think it got nominated for much stuff, if anything at all. I saw it briefly when they showed a bunch of games earlier. They briefly showed it, so maybe it did get nominated for something I just didn't notice. But man, that game is underappreciated.
And the Game Award for Best Performance goes to Maggie Robertson.
Yeah, I figured. Resident Evil Village was pretty bad. I imagine Resident Evil Village will probably win more stuff than most things. And I mean, her character in Resident Evil Village got extremely popular. Maybe not for the right reasons. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if there's a character, if there's a standout character, so therefore standout performance of the year, that was probably it.
Wow, that was the scariest walk I've ever done in my life. Thank you so much. It is an honor to receive this award, and it is an honor to be standing here in front of you all today.
Berry says, hope Metroid Dread wins the award for Game of the Year. I doubt it, but I can hope. I still haven't played it. I've held off playing it so that I can stream it, and I might do that this weekend, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, or maybe Sunday if I get too busy. So yeah, I want to play it, and the only reason I haven't played it yet is because I want to stream it. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm excited to play it. As I really like Super Metroid's great, Metroid Fusion's great. Those are probably my two favorite Metroid games. And this one supposedly is, you know, in that vein. I didn't play the Samus Returns remake for 3DS. I had a friend who got it, and I watched him play quite a bit of it. But you know, it's kind of hard to watch somebody play 3DS, so I was only kind of watching the game so much. It looked okay, but I skipped out on it. But I do like 2D Metroid games. Generally prefer that over the Prime series, so I'm pretty excited for Dread here.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
Gus said, I expect nothing big from Nintendo. I feel like the best things are coming next year, specifically for Mario and Zelda games. Yeah, it's possible. I just feel like the Game Awards have gotten bigger. The Game Awards have gotten closer to like an E3 yearly event where all the big companies try to put something out there. And Breath of the Wild specifically has had a presence at the Game Awards historically. And it doesn't mean we have to get anything for it here, but I could definitely see it happening, so I'm hopeful. Oh, Alan Wake! Oh, snap! I was like, that's cool. I didn't know anything new was happening with Alan Wake.
Gotcha! All right,
SpongeBob Cosmic Shake trailer. That would be sweet. I'd like to see that.
Sam, thank you for coming all the way over from Finland for this. This is so exciting. Alan Wake 2. It's been a decade. Fans have been asking for it.
John Adams says, I'm counting on the days for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Yeah, that one looked really cool.
I want to say apologies. It's been raining here in Los Angeles today.
The last like 3D Kirby that we got that looked like that was
into reality. So sorry.
The Crystal Shards, that the N64
anyway,
one, which I really liked, and I wish Kirby had kind of continued that. We never really got a good 3D Kirby sequel like that
fans have been
ever since. So I'm happy to see what.
This is going to be a pretty scary experience.
I was going to say,
because I like cartoony 3D platform collectathon adventure type games like that.
Can you tell us something about it?
So you know, I'm like when Donkey Kong 64 happened, I liked Donkey Kong doing that. I liked when Mario does it. It's cool. Banjo-Kazooie, obviously, I'm a fan of. But Kirby throwing the Kirby hat in the ring for 3D collectathon adventure type game. I'm all for type of games like that. So it looks cool.
The story and gameplay closer than
someone said multiverses question mark. Oh, we haven't seen anything yet, but I'm hopeful we could see something here. Supposedly they sent out tech test codes, I think, or something like that to people to start tomorrow. So
I know you said to me a while ago this was your dream
imagine
project, and I'm
it
so
will have a
honored
presence here. They'll probably show whatever the starting roster, the full starting roster is.
Next year, I think, right?
Yes.
And then the tech test will start tomorrow. So I would imagine it would be here tonight because of that. And maybe not, but I would imagine so.
To work on this, we'll be back.
What is the most hyped game of Nintendo in 2022? Breath of the Wild 2, I would say.
Summer 2022.
Definitely.
More on Alan Wake 2. Sam, thank you so much for that announcement.
Thank you. Alan Wake
Very
for Smash.
exciting. All right. Well, now I'd like to welcome a comedian, writer, and a well-known chili dog enthusiast. It's Ben Schwartz.
Ooh, okay. Chili dogs. cool if a new Banjo-Kazooie game was announced. Yeah, that would be amazing. I'd be all about that.
I played the voice of Sonic
the
Reggie? Hedgehog in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
It's hard to tell when everybody's wearing masks. I think it was Reggie.
Very much.
He had a little Reggie pen.
And I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting.
Did you guys hear that the voice of Tails is going to be like the actual voice actress? I think for Tails.
About Sonic's legs and teeth in our original trailer.
I think I got announced that is who's going to play Tails, so that's great.
We needed that.
You know, just because. Maybe
good
the Mario
news
movie
is,
could take some
so
notes.
many of
You
you
can
loved our
sometimes
first
just
movie
actually
that
hire the people who
we
have
got to
been
make a
doing the voices
sequel.
and the fans like
today,
for the big screen.
yes.
That is fine. People actually are excited for that.
Yes. Sure. 2 other people at the end. Today, I brought
Reggie's
with
here.
me
Mother
the
3
trailer
confirmed.
To that sequel. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, is this it?
This isn't like the real trailer. This is a blank DVD for effect. If this was the
This
real
is blank
trailer, I
DVD
feel
for
like
effect.
we were screwed because there's no computer
Nice.
with a DVD drive anymore, so this would be like troublesome. Anyway, I can't tell you how excited we all are about Sonic 2. So many incredible people are in this movie. We got James Marsden, Tika Sumpter, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, Idris Elba as Knuckles.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think the Sonic cast much more than the Mario cast. The Sonic cast feels fitting. The Mario cast feels
Now, Jim has actually
remains
sent
to be
a very
seen.
special video over to say hello to all of you, and you guys are in luck because I have the video with me right here. Oh, a callback! I'm happy. Just kidding. This is blank still. Let's roll the video, Jim. What do you say?
Hello, everyone. And
Hey,
hello
it's Jim
again.
Carrey.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you, but I look forward to meeting all of your avatars in the metaverse, where we can really get to know each other. Hey, before you see this exciting new Sonic trailer, I'd like to pass on a word of advice that my Scottish grandfather gave to me when I was just a boy. He said, son, don't grate it in the grinder. Don't do it, son. Don't grate it in the grinder, boy. Grate it? By all means, grate it till the cows come home. But don't grate it in the grinder. And then to drive the point home, he put his hands around my neck and he squeezed real hard and he said, don't do it, son! Don't grate it in the grinder! Are you listening to
I'm
me,
excited to
boy?
see unhinged Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik again.
Wow. Yeah. Inspiring words.
So we're getting the Sonic 2 trailer,
Thank
right?
you, Jim. You know, I think we all needed to hear that. Yeah, take it in if you need to. Good? Great. Okay, here we go. Thank you again for continuing to support the Blue Blur, and it is my honor to present to you the trailer.
Woo! All right, here we go.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Enjoy.
Check it out.
Quick stretch, little snack, and...
Chili dog.
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
Mind if I drive?
But you're being reckless.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Pretending to be Batman.
Blue Justice, trademark pending.
You're still just a kid.
Trying to be a superhero now.
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed.
Is that the death egg? It looked like an egg from space.
That moment chooses you.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
Oh yeah, here it is.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Since I've been gone, I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
Nice. Yeah, we got the
That sounds big. It's been on my vision board for years.
Chaos Emeralds.
Hope I'm not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Name's Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
Love that they have the biplane. Sky chase zone right here.
That wasn't too bad.
April, okay.
Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure.
Yeah, Sonic snowboarding. Hell yeah.
Return to sender. Face it, you're never going to get my power.
Do I look like I need your power?
Ooh, alright. Idris Elba had a cool Knuckles voice.
Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles.
April 8th, 2022. Alright. That looked good. That looked really good. I'm excited.
One of your nominees tonight for most anticipated game is
Someone said
Horizon
Ice Cap
Forbidden West
Zone.
from Guerrilla
Yes.
Games. The team is hard at work back home in Amsterdam, finishing it up for a February release, but I'm grateful they put together this for the fans.
Who said Knuckles sounds awesome? Yeah, Idris Elba did a good job with Knuckles. The Knuckles voice sounds good. Tails' voice sounds good. I already liked Sonic's voice. Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik is solid, and I like Jim Carrey's the robots that he's made, like the badniks or whatever, look pretty good. I saw some of them look like wasps or whatever, which is obviously throwback to like classic Sonic enemies. So they look cool. No, unlike Sonic, Idris Elba does not chuckle. Oh, we're gonna get a Pumpkin Hill. Pumpkin Hill rap is in the movie. I'm gonna be so excited. I usually do. I haven't the last few years because of, pandemic and whatnot. But I usually do this big Halloween setup outside my house every year. And sometimes while we're setting up, we like play music and stuff. Like me and my friends will getting things set up, and we always have the Pumpkin Hill song comes on. It's one of my Halloween songs. I don't play it during Trick or Treat because I play like kind of spooky music, and it's not that spooky. But it's great for getting pumped for Halloween and setting stuff up. A sequel to the game I forgot to play. That's funny. I did not play Horizon. I have friends who really liked Horizon, and I sat through hours of them playing Horizon. And it's cool. It's a cool game. I'm a Nintendo guy. I love Zelda, and like it was like Zelda and Horizon came out like the same time, and I went with Breath of the Wild and put tons and tons of hours into that. And once I was done with Breath of the Wild, I was not looking for another open world game like that to play. Like I'd maybe play it now, like the original Horizon, in the lead up to Breath of the Wild 2 or something, but I don't want to get burned out on open world. Like I can only play an open world game for so long because they really draw you in. They take a lot of time. And I kind of want to be like itching for one by the time Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Nerner Man, who was the one who said that they still haven't played Horizon, said, "Seriously, I still have it wrapped in plastic." Hey, it happens. Like I said, I have Dread. I bought Dread like right when it came out, and I have yet to open it. Mine's also wrapped in plastic, so that's so I can stream it. But yeah, it does have. I have definitely bought other games in the past though that I meant to play and then never got around to, which is it's a first world problem right there. It's a serious first world problem. I have zero musical talent, so I'm always impressed when people are good at instruments and music and stuff like that.
Wow,
that is
Game
like
Awards Orchestra, thank you so
not
much.
to
I am
toot
so
my
ready
own
for this
horn,
game.
but
Thank
I
you so
have
much to Laura and the
talent
orchestra
in
her
other
first ever
areas,
performance and
pretty
trip to the
good
United
artists like
States,
drawing and stuff
the
like that,
beautiful
other
Julie
things,
Alvin.
but
Thank you
music
so much,
is something
Julie.
I can't do. Can't do it.
Well, speaking of music, last week you
I
probably
like
saw
music,
everyone posting their Spotify
but,
Wrapped on
I'm
social
just
media. My
not
top
musically
artists in
inclined.
2021, Rufus DeSoul, Sam Fender, and Dayglow. You can make your Spotify Wrapped now in the app and stick
Cool,
around
give us
as
a
we
teaser
reveal for the
image
first
of the
time
characters of the
most
new
listened
Super
to
Mario
Spotify
movie.
artists
That would be
and
cool
songs
to
on
see like
gaming
what Mario,
consoles
because I mean they're gonna look a
2021.
certain way in the
Also
movie.
on the
Maybe
music
they'll
front,
look
some of
like
the
the
music
very
we've been
standard
playing
versions of the
tonight is
characters.
from
We
Sessions
actually haven't
Diana.
seen them yet,
Sessions is
so
Riot
that
Games
would be cool to
project with
see
music
like
made
what
to be
the
safe
art
to
style is
stream
going to
without
look like
fears
for
of
the movie.
copyright issues.
But
Check
I feel
out
like the
Sessions,
Sonic movies here,
riotgames.com
the
to
Mario
download the
movie
full
is still a
album.
full
And
year
now
away.
it's time for a special
I'm not
and
counting on any
long-awaited
Mario movie
announcement.
stuff here. But hey, maybe. I'm also not sure what's going to be here at all, so.
Cloud, let us defy destiny.
Ooh, alright.
Together.
Last year when we saw Sephiroth, he got it smashed. We getting Tifa this year? Surprise bonus character? Another Final Fantasy VII fighter?
This will be a memory to cherish for the rest of your lives.
What have you done?
We deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, assumedly this is obviously part 2.
Now, let the hunt begin.
Surrender to the darkness. Embrace it.
This is just wrong.
I still didn't play the Final Fantasy VII Remaster Part 1. I should. Everybody said it was great. I'm not as big, like, I don't dislike Final Fantasy. I'm just not huge on Final Fantasy stuff. So it's not something that I'm like, oh man, I need to play it. But everybody says it's really good, so I've played the original Final Fantasy VII, but I have not. I didn't play the remake, the remaster. Maybe I will at some point.
2021 Game Awards, Xbox Game Pass for PC, and you too. What do we think?
You know, it's so effortful.
I like that we animated. You're welcome.
Okay, I understand the impulse to do something big, but what do PC gamers actually want? Because I don't think it's that.
They love brand new PC games.
We have some great ones coming day one.
Okay.
Some of them haven't even been announced yet.
Okay, great. Marketing idea. What if Gata tweets out this list, more or less leaking it in a cool, hip way? I retweet it because I have so many more followers than him.
It's done.
What's done?
Tweet it. It's out there.
No, you didn't. I don't think you should have done that.
So this is about like focus group people who leak stuff on purpose.
They don't know where
And
PC
yeah, I feel like sometimes that
service.
might
Why not
happen.
just call it
I could see that being a way to drum up
That's a great idea. Really good.
Okay.
hype for things in today's
Just like
environment.
that, you're going to change the name of the.
Because it's the truth of it. Is leaks and rumors and stuff drum up a lot of hype online. Everything's all viral and social media stuff and whatever.
Yes.
So
What about
yeah,
100 Thieves?
I wouldn't be surprised if that
Big
happened.
fans.
Was that's 100 Thieves?
Where are the other 97?
I get it. That's funny.
Thank you, man. We'll take it from here, brother. We got
So it's a
cameos,
cringe
we got
skit.
ideas percolating
Yes,
right
yes, I would
next
say this is a
to me, or
cringe
just
skit.
talking about
Is that?
how we build it?
Wait, hold on.
I never watched the show, but I saw a ton of commercials for it when it was coming out. Little Dicky or whatever. I feel like that's him. It looks like that guy. I don't know him,
Get away
but
with that.
the whole look of this is what my brother refers to that look as Silicon Valley look, which is like a bunch of hipsters in an office, but it's like casual Friday office where they're wearing casual stuff. It's a cool hip thing, and they're doing some tech thing and building apps and whatnot. And yeah, I find that whole culture extremely cringy. How long ago was the last direct? September, I think. Yeah, because we had a direct in September right before Sora was the last Nintendo direct. Because in that direct they told us it was like a week later the Sakurai Presents. All right, here's some Nintendo 2021 year full of games. It's just gonna be looking back on stuff. They did like an indie world thing real quick too, but it was like I think it was just. I mean, I don't know every indie game, so maybe there was something new in there, but I think it was just looking at what indie games are on Switch and not anything new. It appears to be the same. Yeah, Sora and Smash. You're welcome, Nintendo. What do you got for me next?
Hello Game Words, my name is Martin Foss Anderson, aka Mr. Savage. It's really bad if you're stressed before you're trying to play a game and trying to win it. If I was stressed,
I don't know
after
who he
school,
is, but
I
he
just
kind of
wouldn't
looks
be
like a
able to
grown-up
focus properly,
Dewey from
and
Malcolm
it would
in the
just
Middle.
make everything
I'm getting
10
grown-up
times
Dewey
harder.
vibes.
Together with truth, I have an important message. Vaping nicotine can increase anxiety symptoms and stress
PapaGenos
levels.
is a fan
I think
of
it's
Super
really
Smash
important
Bros.
people know
Ultimate.
the truth
That's
about
yeah,
vaping
that's a true
nicotine.
statement. That is correct. Imagine Smash 6 announcement. Sakurai has had his like 3-week break. It is over. It's time for the next Smash. I think we're gonna be waiting at least a couple years before we hear more on Smash. There was some interview I read. I think it might have been IGN. Somebody interviewed Sakurai like within the last couple days, and it was talking about like what's the future of Smash, and like literally Sakurai was saying, I have no plans. I can't even say that there will be one. If Nintendo would have to contact me and we'd have to do some serious thoughts about what it would be. He even mentioned like would it have to switch genres to like keep going, or would that even make it Smash anymore? And he said something about like, I don't know how we could get all the characters to return again. Basically everything he's already said. Though once again with Sakurai, and I'm not saying that Sakurai lies or anything like that, but he does change his mind about stuff.
Sorry,
Ridley's too big.
here to present
Don't
the
expect too many
Game
newcomers
Award
in
for
Smash Ultimate. We have
Best
more
Action,
newcomers
I
in Smash
guess,
Ultimate after the DLC than any other Smash game.
oh,
Stuff like that. So, you know, I could totally see Sakurai coming back, and maybe we will get everybody back.
You know,
even though
as a
he's saying
martial
it'll be
arts
very
superhero
difficult, and
myself,
obviously it would be.
I know a little thing or two
but yeah,
about
what it sounds like is
and,
whatever the future Smash is totally unknown because
with
they
the
haven't talked about it yet.
sword?
They haven't thought about it yet, so it's kind of pointless to
sorry. Where was
try
I?
and pull information out of Sakurai at this point because it's just not there. It doesn't exist.
Is the best
does
when
not
it's
exist at this
kinetic
point.
and fast-paced. And
Sakurai changed his
and
mind about
totally
going on break.
organic to
I
the-
wouldn't be surprised.
to,
I
no,
actually,
you
everybody
did
says
not,
like, "Oh
Master
man,
Chief."
Sakurai needs a break.
Oh, you
Sakurai is overworked." Blah blah blah.
Sorry,
but
you guys know
part of
Halo
that,
just came out.
I think a big part of that is Sakurai is like a workaholic and he does it for himself.
It's literally sitting
so
in my
you know,
living room while I gotta be here.
just be aware of that that aspect.
So
to
instead
the
of
Sakurai needs a
actually
break
playing
meme
Halo,
thing.
I'm on stage presenting the Game Award for Best Action.
I wouldn't be
while
surprised if he was like, I need to get back and start working on something else.
Seemed like a pretty reasonable compromise. Anyway, here are the nominees.
Best action game.
I did not play Back for Blood. My friends played it like when it first came out, and they were telling me it was pretty good. Haven't heard from them since. And then I was reading online that everybody was like, "Oh man, it's not that great. It kind of like screwed itself up." Maybe with an update even was what screwed it up. I don't know. I don't follow it close enough, but I love Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2 are awesome. I was way into Left 4 Dead back when those first came out, and yeah, I've not played Back 4 Blood yet.
And the Game Award for Best Action Game goes to Returnal.
Took out the Muppets from the show. Yeah, what was it last year? We had was it Bunsen and Beaker or whatever were doing their thing. It was funny. I watched a really adorable clip of this is just I think randomly popped up on my Facebook the other day, but it was Kermit the Frog on like Sesame Street with this little girl. I think I had seen it before in the past, and they were doing like the ABCs, and the little girl kept like interrupting him and just saying "Cookie Monster" and then just laughing to herself. It was very adorable. Yeah, I like the Muppets are great. Sesame Street, the Muppets, all that stuff. Very wholesome, very good. Good stuff.
And everyone at PlayStation, we're so grateful
keeping puppets alive.
But biggest thanks, obviously, has to
Actually,
go
when
to
I was in
players.
college, I
Thank you
took
for
a
playing,
puppetry class
and,
from
thank you for
a
supporting
guy who
Returnal.
had a degree in puppetry. It was just like a throwaway class I took while I was going to community college. But it was fun. We got to build our own puppets, though. I never really finished mine. My idea for my puppet, though, was to give him a giant chin. And I was just going to have him like smack into things all the time with it. But I never got it finished. It was kind of tough. You had to get you get this foam, and then you had to glue felt on top of the foam. And I love art and stuff, but I'm really bad at like classic arts and crafts. Like if it involves like cutting construction paper and gluing, and that was like felt and gluing and stuff, and the hot glue, and I was like, I'm just terrible at it. It's so messy.
It looked wrong.
New Fraggle Rock. Is there a new Fraggle Rock happening? I love Fraggle Rock. I'd be all about that. I hadn't heard that, but that'd be great. Kermit, the Super Luigi fan, said the girl and Kermit actually had a reunion 20 years later. That's awesome. That's adorable.
I wanted to find her. Try to gain the upper hand. But she was baiting us.
Unfortunately, Disney and Henson's son does not like the Muppets. That's a bummer. I like the Muppets. We used to have Muppet movies were like so big when I was a kid, like Treasure Island and Christmas Carol and stuff. Like those were so big.
Ghost brought me back. We kept going. She knew we would.
And that's when you saw the night.
Feels like they would have shown Breath of the Wild 2 by now. Bummer. I don't know. We haven't seen that much Nintendo stuff. I could see them saving it. according to Jeff, what I call him Geoff, there's supposed to be a lot of big hype things happening here. I mean, obviously that's
just like us.
completely, I want to say, subjective. What is super hype, what isn't, or whatever. And I thought you said they were premieres, so I feel like Breath of the Wild 2 we already know about, so I wouldn't consider that a big hype premiere.
You're absolutely sure it was light.
Sony Boy said, PapaGenos, do you remember Pepper Ann?
I know
Pepper Ann, way too cool for 7th grade. Yeah, I remember Pepper Ann. I used to watch Pepper Ann with
We couldn't stop.
Recess and Disney's Doug. Disney's Doug wasn't as good, but I'm slightly happy Disney's Doug happened because I like Doug on Nickelodeon, and then Disney's Doug happened, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll watch Disney's Doug, and I'd watch Disney Doug, which then led me to watching Recess and Pepper Ann, which were far better. So I watched those. Actually, when I was in 7th grade, we had a substitute teacher called Mr. Roy, and whenever we had Mr. Roy as our substitute teacher, me and my friend would go, Mr. Roy, way too cool for 7th grade, and it was from the Pepper Ann theme song. I had no idea what we were talking about. So that was like weird inside joke about this one substitute teacher. Anyway, long story short, yes, I know about Pepper Ann.
Get to another new game announcement.
Muppets in Space was my jam. Yeah,
Japanese
game
Muppets
creator
were good. Reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to announce my next game at the Game Awards, and I'm so honored to have this opportunity."
So Pepper Ann's ending promised we'd have flying cars by now. A lot of shows promised we'd have flying cars by now. Actually, I heard, heard due to George Jetson's like age and maybe his birthday or something, I don't know. So someone figured this out from the canon of the show when the Jetsons take place. George Jetson would have to have been conceived like this Thanksgiving or like a few weeks ago, or maybe like now-ish or something. I saw that popped up on, I don't know, Twitter or Facebook or Reddit or something. So yeah, George Jetson may be in the making right now. Speaking of futures with flying cars. Do I remember the Doug movie? Yeah, the nematode, catching the nematode finally. Yeah, I remember the Doug movie, the Recess movie, all that stuff. Kind of intense. Ugh, bug monsters. It's like the Rick and Morty where they he makes the love potion, everybody turns into the praying mantis things. Do I remember Mario? Yeah, Mario. I think I remember that from like the 80s. Jump on the Turtles. It's pretty good. Ugh, creepy. That whole apartment complex area. I was looking this thing up. There was like some thing in China. I think it got torn down like years ago, but there was like some.
Speaking of,
somebody out there might know about this. There was like some
game to announce from a studio comprised
city within, like indoor city. Like it's this giant building full of buildings that existed in like China, or maybe Hong Kong or something, and it was like really polluted and dirty, but like had this crazy like futuristic atmosphere on the inside. I think it got torn down. I remember reading Wikipedia like a year or two ago about it, and it was like, I had no idea this thing ever existed, but it looked really cool. Speaking of cool looking, this was freaky. Remind me of the Oka from Twilight Princess? That face kind of reminded me of that with wings or whatever. The people from the Sky City or whatever before Skyward Sword made Skyloft.
Lost and alone in the dangerous labyrinth of fantastical worlds. Welcome to the lands of Fae.
This is cool looking. The monster designs are dope. Have I tried out Garfield yet? Yes, I downloaded him last night and played as him for a little bit. He's pretty cool. Lots of his attacks and his references are really neat. And I was very happy that he came out for Switch so quickly, because they said like later this month. and I was afraid, you know, oh man, when things come out for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Switch players are gonna have to wait like weeks later or something. It was like a day or two later, so not bad, not a bad wait at all. All costumes are in the Switch version now too. So yes, I downloaded Garfield, downloaded all costumes, played around with that last night. So said make a Fraggle Rock video. I don't know if there's much to say about Fraggle Rock. If a Fraggle Rock video game comes out, maybe I'd make a Fraggle Rock video.
Beyond our reach. As long as we stand together, our journey will unite us.
So you got like 1800s League of Extraordinary Gentlemen people fighting magical stuff in different dimensions. Pretty cool. Pretty unique looking game here. Nightingale. Alright, that's pretty cool. That looks good. Nerderman said, I'm seeing a lot of giants in these games. Yeah, I've noticed that's a theme this year.
You were
giants.
on stage at the first Game Awards in 2014, accepting Game of
How
the
do I
Year
feel
for
about
Dragon
Garfield's
Age, and now
moveset?
you've
I think it's
got a new
cool.
studio in
I
French
haven't
up
played
in
as him enough to be like,
Canada. What kind of game
do I like how he plays? Do I not like how he plays or whatever?
thanks,
Honestly,
Jeff.
Nickelodeon
Yeah, it's a survival
All-Star
crafting
Brawl,
game,
I feel like I haven't played
shared
enough
world
of to get
idea,
like,
so we wanna
I
bring
haven't gotten
players
a
together,
great
solo
feel for the game
experiences,
yet.
cooperative experiences,
I
lots
mean,
of
like I
really
like it, but every
going
time I pick it up, I have to
stories,
kind of like
fantastical,
adjust
magical
myself
realms
from
and
playing
good players.
Smash to playing
Lots of ability to come
Nickelodeon
together,
All-Star Brawl.
cooperate,
So I still don't really know
lots of
which,
opportunity
some
for
characters
community
I've
building,
done
that
better
sort of
with than others, but I don't know
It
if,
looks incredible.
I haven't had anybody like
That
super click
Sherman's
with me
Game
yet.
Award, I was like, this looks so cool. We have to show
But
this
besides
to
that,
people.
as
And
far
if
as
you're
like the
pretty far
references
along,
he has,
that's
like
real
eating
gameplay footage,
lasagna
so
and his
people
word
play it next
bubbles,
year.
Yeah, absolutely.
throwing
Yeah, so
Pookie
we're
as like a
gonna do early access
crab.
next year on PC only.
Just the way he's
Looking forward to
animated,
inviting
very
players
cool,
in.
very
If you
well
want to see
done.
more, playnightingale.com.
And I really like Garfield's
Well, thank you
stage
for that
too.
announcement. A nice surprise for the Game Awards. And tonight, we've got much more coming up, but we're also going to introduce
Wait, Garfield
you
and
to our
All-Star
Game
on
Awards
Switch?
second
Downloading them
annual
right now.
feature
Yeah,
box.
I know. They came out like out of nowhere because they made it sound like it was going to take a
Represent
while.
the
And then,
bright, inclusive future of our industry.
what was it? Like last night, I saw someone on Twitter, or maybe it was the Nick Brawl game on Twitter, said like, all costumes are out. And I went to download it, and then I also downloaded Garfield. And I was like, oh, I guess Garfield's out too.
The game aims to improve female representation
Did
in
I
gaming.
know about
For the next
Cartoon
12
Network
months, a selected
Fusion
group of teenagers
Fall?
will receive
Is that
hands-on
like an
guidance from
online
last year's
Cartoon
future
Network
class as
game or
mentors.
something?
Right now, meet
It
one
sounds
of the
super
new
familiar.
members
Maybe if I saw
of our
it, I'd
future
recognize
class.
it. I didn't play it or get into it. I love Cartoon Network though.
I'm DJ Knight, and I stream on Twitch.
Oh, they gotta hate me right now, and I love it. My focus is primarily joy. Everybody has
His focus is joy. It's him just shooting.
I hate it. I hate everything that ever. It's easy to do that. It's much more enjoyable to find the good.
What is Garfield's alt? Garfield's alt is a it's like a bib with like some food kind of splattered on it.
Do you want to look back on your life into negativity?
Everybody I think thought he was gonna have the top hat and the like magician's wand as an alt, but that is his either his it's one of his down attacks. I can't remember if it's down strong or down. Is it weak? Is it weak attacks and strong attacks? One of his down attacks, like he like smacks the wand down. He also has like he takes a newspaper and smacks it, and like a spider runs away. There's a lot of good Garfield references. They did a very good job. Mordecai and Rigby for multiverses, that would be sweet. I'd like to see some more older Cartoon Network stuff. I don't know what the deal is with Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers and ownership of the older Cartoon Network stuff. I know some things have some bad blood. Like I think like Billy and Mandy, like a bunch of stuff got like canceled all at once on Cartoon Network, and I think there might still be some bad blood there. But Mordecai and Rigby and regular show, I do not think are part of that. They're more of the newer Cartoon Network, and it's probably great. Oh, the Gollum game. All right. Gollum and Sam are my two favorite Lord of the Rings characters, and I love Lord of the Rings. And I don't know anyone else who likes Lord of the Rings for this game feels like it's made for me, and I can't believe it's coming out because I feel like no one else is gonna like it. I feel bad saying that, but everybody else I've seen has been like, "Who wants to play as Gollum?" And I'm over here like, "Oh man, exploring Middle Earth as Gollum, like sneaking around all the like evil areas as Gollum, going through the caves and stuff, going all around Middle Earth sneakily. That looks awesome." So I'm excited for this game. Gollum: The Untold Story, nice. So I'm going to enjoy that game. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm going to enjoy that game.
Its latest expansion, Endwalker, and to celebrate, they're partnering with Grubhub on something.
So said,
really
now we need a
cool.
Dobby game. Yeah, like I like Harry Potter. I don't care at all about Dobby that much. Like, Dobby's not a character that resonated with me or anything. If they did a game about playing as a house elf, I'd be like, okay, whatever. And I feel like that's how everybody feels about the Gollum game, but I'm over here like, oh man, Lord of the Rings. Oh, you're playing as Gollum? That's great. That's awesome.
You get free delivery.
I think I like Gollum so much because I like Lord of the Rings before the Peter Jackson movies. Like, I was a kid, my dad read me The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and then I got a little older and I read them myself again. And I remember taking The Hobbit out of my library at school. In like 3rd or 4th grade, I took it out. And I had to get special permission from my parents because it was technically like above the reading level of whatever grade I was in. And because I was taking out a book that was like more mature or older, like, oh, only the 5th graders are supposed to be able to take that book out, my class thought it was like, they thought it was like pornography or something. They were like, ooh, you're reading like a mature book, like what's in that book, blah blah. And I'm like, it's The Hobbit, I just want to read it. And but yeah, I had to get like permission from my parents, and I remember that being like a thing. Other kids were like ragging on me for it. Like, they thought it was like a bad book somehow or whatever. But anyway, I was super into Lord of the Rings, super into Tolkien stuff as a kid, and I loved the cartoon, like the cartoon of The Hobbit. Some people think they're like so corny, but I grew up on it, so I love it. And my like favorite scene is the Gollum scene in the Hobbit movie, cartoon movie, is so dark and spooky, and Gollum's like this frog monster thing. I thought it was so cool. So yeah, I'm a fan.
Best mobile game presented by Verizon. Afterwards, come join us for the Game Awards.
I was talking about Lord of the Rings stuff. I missed the Grubhub thing, which is probably for the best because Grubhub commercials are the absolute worst. So glad I totally spaced and missed that.
2019, I visited this first-time developer at his studio in the United Kingdom. He told me his dream was to one day share his game with the world at the Game Awards. Well, that dream is about to come true. Enjoy.
Someone said, you do know Gollum snuck into houses and ate babies, right? Yeah, no, he's a bad dude. Yeah, Smeagol is not a cool dude, but I think he's neat. Like, I always liked him as a character. But here's the thing I liked about Gollum. Is what I really dug about Gollum. I loved Lord of the Rings having Sam and Gollum and Frodo traveling, because Frodo is between his Hobbit self and his lust for the ring and turning into whatever that's going to create, like, make him. And Sam represents like the good in him, the Hobbit side of him, and Gollum represents what he could become. And having those three travel together and like unexpectedly have those three traveling. And I read The Hobbit first and then into Lord of the Rings, so seeing Gandalf was like really cool to see come back in Lord of the Rings, and then having Gollum become like a main character later on in Lord of the Rings was cool to me. It was like bringing back the guy from the last one, you know? So that duality though between Frodo and Sam and Gollum always was really cool. And Sam is my favorite character because I love the trope of like a lame character becoming really cool at the end, like really stepping it up at the end. And Sam was like the first time I saw that character happen in any media. You know, because Sam is the fat hobbit. He's the gardener, loser hobbit, whatever. Cares about his pony, and he just wants to go back home and garden and blah, blah, blah. But then to see him stick with Frodo, and then the movies do it to some extent, but the book, it's like big time. By the time you get to Return of the King, like Sam is doing everything. Sam kills Shelob. Sam rescues Frodo from Sir Thungal. He gets him across the plains of Mordor and stuff to Mount Doom. It's like Sam is badass in Return of the King. And I always love that. Has Metroid Dread won something already? I don't think so. If it did, maybe I missed it. I don't know. It was mentioned at some point. I can't recall if it won or not. Have I seen the horrible Facebook Meta thing commercials? Yes, I have. Actually, yeah. If Grubhub wants to get a run for their money for terrible stuff, yeah, the Meta Facebook commercials with the weird, like, paper tigers and stuff. And then it's, like, zoomed in on everybody's face all weird. It's like, I don't know. If Mark Zuckerberg approved of that, that guy is weird. He's a robot. Cuphead song. Is this from Cuphead, or is it just? I mean, it clearly has the Cuphead era vibe to it. Oh, it is. It is from Cuphead. Oh, awesome. Very cool. I loved Cuphead. So, are we about to get the DLC? I forget what the DLC was called. The Fantastic Course or Feast or something. Last Course. Okay, there you go. I'm saying it. So yeah, hopefully we'll see a bit of that. Yeah, I love Cuphead. I did not beat Cuphead. Cuphead, I did. I played mostly all the way through Cuphead. I couldn't beat the robot, so I beat everything except for the robot, and then Dice Man and the Devil, because you can't play them until you beat the robot. I could not beat that robot fight. But then me and my friend, we played all the one player, like the run and gun levels. Or not the one player, the run and gun levels that are not like the boss battles or whatever. And we did those where there's like a way you do it where you don't shoot, like a pacifist run basically. You get to the end without shooting or killing anything or something. And we did every single one of those levels except for one level. I think it's the one with the ogre at the end. And if you beat them all though, it like turns the game black and white. So we did that instead of beating the robot. We found that easier than the robot. It's very hard. All right, here we go. Cuphead trailer. DLC Island. I dig the puppets. I was talking about puppets earlier. Mugman, Chalice. Supposedly, I think Chalice is now playable.
This time to the fabled DLC Island.
I like the whale in the distance there.
Enchanted land. What better way to explore the island than with a leisurely climb into the mountains?
Ooh, old man in the mountain.
Remember to watch your step.
Oh, I love Cuphead so much. This is going to be great.
Don't forget to pack your mittens. Look out for the walloping winter whale.
Ooh, Winter Wizard.
Next stop, the dramatic western plains under the watchful eye.
Oh, what do we got? A cowboy?
Yeehaw!
Cowboy cow? Yeah, cowboy cow. That's a plane level. See, I hate the plane levels. That was what the robot was. And here's the chef that we kind of already seen.
He's the best baker in the land.
It's been 3,000 years. Yeah, feels like it.
Cookies are sure to put some pep in your step. Oh! And you'll need it.
Ooh, chess stuff. Ooh, a chess horse. That's cool.
Waiting around every corner.
A chess knight.
Amazing DLC Island.
June 30th. All right. Okay, we have a release date. Nice. The delicious last course. Awesome. All right. I'm excited. Cuphead was great.
We have a date, June 30th, 2022.
Yes, Jeff. Yes,
So
exactly.
exciting.
Finally.
Delicious last course. All right, next up, earlier you saw the trailer for Sonic 2, the movie, and now it's time for the little blue guy to give you a glimpse
Cuphead
at
would be
his
a fun
next
game to stream because
also coming
Cuphead is just
in
frustrating.
2022.
I don't know how other people play Cuphead, but I basically play like one boss for like 3 or 4 hours until I've just died so many times that finally I beat it, and I'm like, yes, I beat it, and I'm just happy. All right, is this that new Sonic game? I can't remember the name that we maybe had for it, but it was like Frontiers. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers. That was it. Yeah, supposedly it was open. I don't know if it's straight up open world, but a more open Sonic game, which would be fun to play around as in 3D if they can figure out a way to make Sonic's speed really, really cool in that. It's always been the tough thing with Sonic and going 3D is to how to do his speed. But honestly, making a really big world where you have to just run everywhere, like I'm picturing the beginning of Sonic CD. If you can like make that in 3D, it would be pretty awesome. Sonic Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Hedgehog. Sounds gross. I think just because Hog is in there, Breath of the Hedgehog, it's like Breath of the Hog. Pig breath is not something I think most people enjoy. Kind of looks like Sonic 06 realistic art style. Yeah, but we didn't see any humans. Like I think that's the thing that makes that tough to look at. I don't mind Sonic looking kind of real if it's nature. But we'll see. Show me Sonic Mania 2, and I'll be a lot more excited.
I got a little job for you. It's just
Ooh, Willem Dafoe. What's this?
The folks here, they don't make no never mind who you are.
Ron Perlman. Del Toro.
Everything's gotta be new these days. Sensational.
Let the mirrors show you who you are.
It's like freak stuff. Little
What's
freak
your
show,
pitch, pal?
paranormal freak show
You
stuff.
on the level? I'd love to learn anything that you want to teach me. I can read them mark quick, find out what they want.
Folks will pay good money just to make themselves feel better.
Oh, I think I've seen, I don't remember the name of it, but I think I've seen commercials for this movie. Is this just a random movie commercial in here? I mean, obviously it was going to be a movie, but...
Then you lie. You try to find your way out. I warned you, didn't I? There is no way out.
Nightmare Alley. That's cool. I like Del Toro, generally.
Wow. That was the best trailer I've seen since Death Stranding. Now, on to awards business. I am honored to be announcing the Best Art Direction category. These nominees...
Speaking of Lord of the Rings stuff earlier, yeah, I always wish Del Toro had gotten to make the Hobbit
each found
movies.
their own path to combining visual design, music, and animation.
I don't know if he
into
could
their
have
own distinct
fixed
expression
the Hobbit
of
movies.
intent
They
and
weren't
purpose.
terrible, in my opinion.
you know,
I thought they were
one franchise I
passable
love
movies.
direction
They were just too
and
long.
film.
It was just too bad. It was
I
3.
hope we get
Which is why I don't
another
know
one
if
of
Del
those.
Toro would have been able to pull it off anyway. 'Cause I feel
Anyhow,
like it was studio
here are the
meddling.
nominees for
They wanted to
Best
pull it into
Art
3
Direction.
movies, and if you just made a single or even 2
Best
movies
Art Direction.
of The Hobbit, it probably would have worked okay. But there was just too much extra crap going on in the Hobbit movies to make them these lengthy things that, like Lord of the Rings. The story just isn't that. I still gotta play Psychonauts 2. It like somehow it came out and I like didn't even realize it came out. A Pan's Labyrinth game would be sick. Yeah, it would be cool. Or
And
like
the Game Award for Best
something set in like Pan's
Art
Labyrinth, the
Direction
universe
goes
would be cool.
to-
Maybe we did another movie. Because I
Death
like
Note.
the creatures and stuff. His creature designs are always awesome. Pan's Labyrinth itself is like... I went into it thinking it was going to be this fun fantasy kids movie that's kind of dark and scary, but it's like... There's a Spanish Civil War, and it's like dark and like depressing. It's like a good half of the movie. Though a lot of his are like that. Devil's Backbone was like an orphanage.
Super weird,
Also
because
like war
last night
torn
I
and
made
stuff.
the bet
So
that Guillermo del Toro
yeah,
would
he
be
does
giving
that a
this
lot.
award, so this is awkward.
Hellboy movies are good.
I will stick to my
I dug the Hellboy
speech.
movies.
So thank you, Guillermo, wherever you are. Thanks to the Game Awards. I now have a flashback of when I was studying the 60s era by watching his movie, The Shape of Water, scrutinizing the sets, the colors, the lighting. So thanks for your
I didn't see
direct
Shape of Water.
participation, Guillermo.
I didn't see.
Also, thank you for rewarding
that
our
one.
risk
Seemed a little
taking, our
weird.
passion for visual expression, our level of
It
craftsmanship.
was like Abe Sapien, but
and
as
our
a
attention to detail
serious
that,
love interest
our
thing. It
players
kind of weirded
seem
me
to
out.
really appreciate, isn't it? Tonight, I'm proud, ladies and gentlemen, and I think the guys across the ocean at Arkane are already
Texas
proud.
First says masks, no
Thanks
masks,
to them
shaking
for
hands,
this
sitting next to
fucking
each other,
cool
etc. What are
adventure.
the rules here? Yeah, I
Thanks
have
to
no
my
idea. I
longtime
don't know
art
what
buddies, Daniel and Jean-Luc.
the Game
Diga
Award
Bakaba.
rules
Well, thanks you,
are.
bro. We did it.
I'm assuming
Thanks
masks
to the
aren't
great people
mandatory
at
because
Bethesda,
not everyone is
Sony,
wearing
and
them.
Microsoft. A big hug for
So
our
I guess it's
families
just
and friends.
courtesy
And lastly,
to wear
I'd
them.
like to dedicate this award to the boss, Robert Altman. Peace, amour, and French fries. Yes, I lost a bet last night also.
Background looks cool. Oh, shifty.
Congratulations to all the winners so far, and right now we are excited to announce additional winners tonight. In the 100% fan-voted Player's Voice category, here are the final 5 nominees.
All right, Metroid Dread's on
Voted
this
by
one.
Fans.
What's Player's
And the
Voice?
Game
That
Award
like
goes to
fan?
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite one.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm saying, I was surprised Halo Infinite's even up for.
nominees
Usually when something comes out late, they save it for the
And the
next
Game
year.
Award goes to Tales of Arise.
Tales of Arise, yes. All right, good. I was afraid
For best
Cyberpunk was going
score
to win or
and music,
something.
Those nominees are.
I actually didn't even play Tales of Arise, but I have a friend who played it, said it was pretty good. or they liked the beginning anyway, because I talked to them when it first came out, and they enjoyed it. And I just like the Tales of series in general, and happy to see it win. Happy to see a like traditional RPG win RPG. I don't know if it's traditional RPG because it's like action RPG, but like, I think people get what I'm saying.
Dream to win. Good luck, Dream.
It's all about the beard, people.
Someone said, I prefer Jim Henson's Labyrinth. Yeah, Labyrinth was cool. Labyrinth, I remember watching it in my friend's basement, and I was pretty freaked out by the guys who could take their heads off, and they like wanted to take her head off. I remember that like really freaked me out as a kid. I was like,
Creator of the Year.
I don't want stuff trying to take my head off.
And the Game Award goes to
But Labyrinth is
Dream.
cool.
Congratulations, Dream. Of course, not here in person. Here
Content
are the
Creator of
nominees
the
for
Year.
Best Multiplayer Game. And the Game Award goes to...
Guess I didn't win Content Creator of the Year again. Oh well.
Joseph,
Better luck next time.
I learned to keep microphones away from him.
Damn, no Neo, The World Ends With You at all. It's niche though. Neo, The World Ends With You is my game of the year. Not just RPG of the year, it is my game of the year. I loved it. I am so happy that they were able to bring back so many of the things that I liked from the first one, while also doing something totally new and original. It felt both new and captured. I felt like a lot of the things that I liked about the first World Ends With You. And considering the game was 14 years later, almost everything that waits that long to delve back into something always like misses the mark. Like you can't get the magic back after that much time. And I felt like Neo: The World Ends With You did that, and that I think it deserves a ton of credit for that.
In the video game industry, I think when you have those really seminal moments within culture and within the world, where you see something that throws you. You know,
that one oof said, I just so happen to be playing Neo: The World Ends With You now. Well, that's awesome. Where are you at in the game? What week are you on, or what day?
The world is a show.
It's great. I'm like, the combat is just addictive. I got so over leveled just because I was just like, I just liked trying out all the pins and like leveling up my pins and stuff. It was like so much fun.
Black in this country today.
I'm a black mom, so I'm scared.
A lot of people in gaming.
Well, here's the thing with The World Ends With Neo: The World Ends With You not selling. So in my town, I went out to buy it, and it was sold out because my GameStop got 2 copies. My Target got 0 copies. My Walmart got 0 copies, and there's nowhere else in my town to buy video games. A friend of mine went up to the next state above my state to get their copy, and I happened to be going to Boston a few days later. So when I was in Boston, I went to a Target and they didn't have it. I went to a GameStop and they didn't have it. And I went to a Best Buy and it wasn't on the shelf, but I asked an employee and they looked in the back for me and got me a copy of Neo: The World Ends With You. So yeah, it didn't sell well, but it also wasn't stocked well and it wasn't advertised at all. And even people who like The World Ends With You heard about Neo, they thought it was like the re-release on Switch or whatever. They were like, oh, they actually made a new game. So, you know, they just did not advertise that game. But it's great. If you like the first World Ends With You, go play it. And if you haven't played either World Ends With You or Neo: The World Ends With You, go play them. They're really good. Silver the Reaper said, I pre-ordered my copy of Neo: The World Ends With You to make sure I got it. Yeah, I didn't do that for whatever reason. I just thought, it'll be easy to get, and I just figured not many people were going to go out and get it. But that also meant that the stores just didn't stock it, which is unfortunate. I could have just downloaded it. I mean, that's like a thing these days. You can just, buy a digital copy, but I like physical copies of games. Remember when it was like PUBG versus Fortnite for like, like when Battle Royale games were really, what was that, like 2017? I think it was like end of 2017. It was like Fortnite and PUBG were like, everybody was playing them. And that's when I played a little bit of Fortnite, and I didn't care for it that much. It was okay.
I'm in.
And yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird how big that whole thing got, to me anyway. Did they show Breath of the Wild 2? Not yet. And I say yet as in they could still, not that they will, because I have no idea what they're going to show.
blessed Sigma, the world drowns in corruption. Your empire is aflame with heresy. The faithful perish, and the wicked multiply.
JS said, purchasing Neo now as we speak. Nice. Yeah, try it out. It's good. Especially if you played the first The World Ends With You. You don't necessarily have to play the first World Ends With You, though I feel like the plot might be a little confusing if you hadn't played the first The World Ends With You.
By the comet and the hammer, I pledge to the...
Yeah, any new Nintendo yet? No. At least not that I'm aware of. I don't think we did. Is this Warhammer?
Tall against the flames of perdition.
Guys, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stand up because it's hard to sit for this long. Just give me 1 second.
Finished praying, have you? Where is your patience, Master Dwarf? Have I ever let you down? Victory favors the faithful.
All right, I'm back. It's just hard to sit for. How long has it been? It's been like an hour and a half. I feel like maybe longer. Warhammer Vermintide, Warrior Priest. Go get a drink and a snack. I don't need to eat. I ate right before Game Awards, so I'm good, and I got water.
She's an actor who
When's the Little Mac cosplay video happening? You gotta stream Punch Out and wear it. Well, it'll be tough to stream Punch Out because I'd be wearing gloves. But yeah, maybe I'll play some Punch Out. Excuse me. I used to be good at Punch Out. I wouldn't say great, but good at it. I could consistently make it to Mike Tyson.
A gaming
and if I
narrative
practiced
is
a lot,
more than a
beat him.
collection of cutscenes.
But
it represents our own involvement
I don't
with the
know.
story and its
It's
characters.
been a while since I played
To be
Punch Out, so I'd probably
nominated
have
for the Best
to.
Narrative
If I
Award,
played again, I'd
a
probably be able to
great
get pretty
game
far.
demands provocative
And then I'd have to kind of
dialogue and a
practice to get my groove back
captivating
on. Probably the
plot.
last few. I'd
But
probably
above
like around
all,
Sandman,
it
Macho
must
Man is
exhibit
probably
a
like the last two
meaningful
guys.
involvement
Is probably
with
where
the
I would
audience. And also,
start to falter,
just
maybe.
speaking as the mother of a son who
But yeah,
loves
I'd
gaming,
stream Punch Out sometime.
It's
Punch
nice
Out
when there's
Wii
more to the
is
story than
more
just
difficult for
blowing
me
up
than
grenade
the NES
factories
Punch Out.
and shouting
But I feel like I'd be able to
obscenities
also
at your
play that.
alligator
And
brides.
I'd probably lose here and there,
Here are
but
the
I get the hang of
nominees
it.
for
I love
Best
Punch Out, though. Big
Narrative.
fan. But I haven't played either of the Punch Out games in a while.
Every loop I'm learning a little.
There was a time though when I was quite good at NES Punch Out, and I could beat a couple of the characters without looking at the screen. Actually, I had gotten the like sound
exactly what happened
cues down for a few of them, which was cool.
Unworthy, and you must be destroyed. My name is Raz, and today is my first day on
Yeah,
the
Richard
job.
Horvitz' voice. He's my favorite voice actor.
And
I like
the Game
Zim. I
Award
like Billy
for
from
Best
Billy and Mandy.
Narrative goes
I like
to-
Daggett from Angry Beavers.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy won Best Narrative. All right, that's cool. I haven't played it, but I have some friends who raved about it, said it was super good. So that's cool. Chompy Toyland said, "I love Sonic 2 movie." Yeah, the Sonic 2 movie trailer looked awesome. I gotta rewatch that. But that was really cool. Chino in the Mario movie played by The Rock. Ugh. I am not a big fan of The Rock. I don't really want to get into it. I mean, I don't.
So many people
He,
responsible
in some
for
things, I've liked The Rock.
making this
What I guess what I
such a
don't really
wonderful
care
thing. I
for
wanna thank
is I remember when The Rock first started doing
Marvel
movies. He was
Studios
a
with their
CGI
characters and
Scorpion
for
Man
allowing
in the
us to
second
make them our
Mummy
own,
movie, and
for
it was
a
a kind of a
fabulous
joke. And then he was in
cast,
like
for bringing
Doom,
them to
and
life
it was
in
kind of a
ways that
joke.
words on a
And
page can
then
never do.
years later, he
For
became
Olivier,
no longer a joke.
producer,
He's just
Hubert
the
Villa,
lead man
game
in like
director,
everything
the
for a couple
entire
years
crew
there,
who worked
and
on
the
it.
saturation
And of
just
course,
got
my
to me.
wonderfully
I
wild,
was like,
wacky,
I don't know.
immensely talented writers. Thank you.
But in some
for
movies he
making
works, in some
comedy
things
look
he's
easy.
good. I
Thank
think my
you
big
for
issue more than
not
anything
complaining
is,
too
like I said, he was
often
like a
when
joke in those first
pushed you
movies, and it
to
it took me out of the
remember
movie when he
being
shows up. Like when
free
he's the
and
CGI
go
Scorpion
deeper.
man in Mummy 2, it's like
Who am I
it
kidding?
takes me
I
out of the
know you
movie. I'm like,
complain,
oh,
but
there's
thank you for not
The
doing
Rock
that to me.
asking me what I'm cooking or whatever as a CGI
Thank you,
Scorpion.
everyone. This is an
It was a big
honor.
joke. Now I'm out of the movie. I'm not like I've taken out of the movie, and every time I see him and everything since then, I don't know how people are like so like the movies. I just feel like the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm aware of who the actor is. I'm aware it's a movie. I can't pretend that it like is the universe of the movie. I just am instantly aware it's a movie. And then he was in like everything, so he ended up ruining a lot of movies for me because of that. So I think that's why I'm not a big fan. And he's an okay guy. Like, he's a cool dude. I just was not a fan of him being in everything. Oh, does Ricky Simmons voice Raz's little sidekick? Is that true? I didn't know that. Yeah, Ricky Simmons voices Gur. I actually met both of them, Richard Horvitz and Ricky Simmons, at a convention, Kineticon. It's like a Connecticut convention a few years back, and I had both of them sign. I have a Zim and Gur plushie that are both signed by their respective voice actor, which is pretty sweet. And at that convention, at one point, people were asking about like the future of Zim and stuff, because I think the Zim comics had started. Like Jonah Vasquez was doing the comics, and they hinted at something. They were like, "There's other things on the horizon, but like we can't really say much or whatever." And then a little while after that, the Enter the Florpus, the Zim like Netflix movie, got announced, and I was like super pumped. It was good. It was actually very good. The animation was a little different, but kind of just modernized. It wasn't like bad. And but the humor and the voices and everything felt like Zim. A lot of times when you go back to something, it doesn't quite feel like it anymore. That felt like Zim to me, and I would have loved for them to, if they just like, if Adult Swim just picked up Zim like for another season or something, I'd be so happy with that. I know Zim's Nickelodeon and not Cartoon Network, but I always felt like Zim was more like a slightly more adult show, and probably would have thrived better on a more adult
what a beautiful game. All right, now we have something very special. The gameplay world premiere trailer.
People are saying Breath of the Wild 2.
Title, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. We've all
Suicide
been waiting
Squad
anxiously
game.
for them to give us a first look at.
Oh, it's getting hacked. Is it Joker? Is he hacking into the Game Awards?
Kaylee, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh? That footage is strictly classified.
I watched the first Suicide Squad movie and didn't care for it. I didn't see the other ones, which I've heard are much better. I heard the other ones. I didn't see Birds of Prey, and I didn't see whatever that other Suicide Squad movie.
About disclosing classified intel, listen up. Whatever you've heard about
Am I from Connecticut? No, I'm from Massachusetts.
State of the Justice
So, yeah, I live in Massachusetts.
Or Superman rampaging through the streets of Metropolis, you better not say a word ever to anyone.
Someone said, is that meant to be Amanda Waller? Is that the
I'll hear about it.
Suicide Squad leader lady thing? I assume it is. That's what I thought it was. And I saw the first Suicide Squad movie, and it was quite a few years ago, and only once. So I assume that was her.
She gone?
Show us Captain Boomerang gameplay.
I think we've waited long enough to see Rocksteady's new game. This is going to be worth the risk. You guys want to do it? Let's all watch this together.
Is Rocksteady's new game? Why didn't Bebop work on it?
Wonder Woman, Superman,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Green Lantern. You don't want to mess with that lot. But you, Barry, you're just the team mascot, aren't you, mate? The loser of the league, folks.
I feel like I could be Boomerang. Look, I got the hat.
Flash is alive, and he's playing for Team Brainiac.
I gave you orders. Kill the Flash, or I'll kill you myself. Cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I could do a decent Boomerang cosplay. I don't know if I want to. Again, I didn't like the first Suicide Squad movie.
Nothing can stop me.
Boomerang Genos. Probably do it. Winter Cap guys for the win.
Really? Why don't you just mail me the bullet? I'm the eye in the sky. Taking point beam, son.
That is pretty cool. I like the idea of a game where you play as the villains and fight the superheroes. Seems like something that should be a fairly common idea. I honestly off the top of my head, I can't think of any game where that's the case. Unrelated, but favorite Marvel Comic Universe movie? Oh man, I kind of just like the MCU as a whole, like for what it is, like that they're all linked is sort of like the major draw for them. But the first Iron Man's really good. Captain America movies, both of them were really good. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. That one, like almost as a standalone outside of the Marvel Comic Universe, worked very well. There are definitely others that I like.
You want to see what a real hero can do?
I am hyped for No Way Home, though. Yeah, extremely hyped for No Way Home. Because I'm just a huge Sam Raimi Spider-Man fan. And Tobey Maguire better be there. And even if he isn't, we got Willem Dafoe. And, you know, we're getting classic Goblin and classic Doc Ock. And I'm excited. The movie can suck. The movie can just suck, and I'm going to be giddy anyway just to see the characters.
From the upcoming game Forspoken, here are the performers Ella Balinska and Pollyanna McIntosh.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here, Mother. You may have met the character I portray in Forspoken, Frey Holland. I am so excited to be here to announce a brand new trailer, and especially delighted tonight as we will be seeing Pollyanna's first portrayal of Tanta Prav for the very first time.
She is a ruthless adversary for Frey, and I hope players get into it.
I don't know anything about
Looking for a boss
Forspoken.
fight with this woman at some point.
I definitely hope that you're in a boss fight.
Thank you, Ella. That's so kind. Even if it is with Frey?
Especially if it's with Frey.
Suicide Squad characters die. They don't kill Justice League members. Yeah, I guess that's true. They're supposed to go on suicide missions. That's kind of the idea. They're expendable villain characters.
Who are you, child? My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here, and all I want is to go home.
She is hell spawned. How else did she survive in the corruption?
Oh, is this one of those, like,
They looked at me in
from the real world, but now I'm in fantasy world land?
Maybe you can.
I'm getting that vibe from her clothing.
Turns to shit.
Her clothing before,
It's
anyway.
always been this way.
Athia's all but lost. Everything that corruption touches.
It breaks. Yeah, I saw it up close.
It is you who trespassed on my land.
That's a freaky helmet.
You who set this battle in motion.
That was pretty cool. I like the fantasy world. And the magic attacks.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Lies. She dies.
Good. I don't know about that thing. That looks cool. I'd say it remains to be seen. Some of that I thought looked kind of cool. Some of it was a little cliched. But, you know, we'll see. It's hard to stand out in the fantasy genre, I feel like. A lot of games do that. I think the, was it Nightingale game or whatever? Probably was the standout, like, fantasy type game for me so far here. Just because it had a little... The art direction of the monsters seemed very specific, and it had a little bit more of a flair to it with that 1800s characters.
Company command. This is first platoon. We've lost the square. We can't hold it.
Someone said, seems kind of infamous. Like, yeah, I could kind of see that. All the jumping around and very super powerful, like destroying everybody. And that could be very fun. When it's done right, it can be very fun if you're just a overpowered protagonist character beating up lots and lots of NPC villains. Spookable said, I would cry tears of joy if DK showed up. Yeah, we had those rumors of a DK game made by like the Mario Odyssey team. Would be sweet if that turned out to be true and we saw it here. honestly, any new Nintendo information at the Game Awards will make me happy, almost certainly. My hope is Breath of the Wild 2, but let's see what we get. DK65. Yeah, finally. We had 64 Donkey Kong games, and then they stopped making them. Where's DK65? I wish we had games with like numbered titles or whatever, or like Super Castlevania. Like when the Super Nintendo came out, some of the games had Super Metroid. Like they just put Super before the games. N64, it was like Mario 64. Like even ones that didn't actually have it. Like sometimes people call Ocarina of Time Zelda 64. I would love for a system to come out and have that happen again. Like if Xbox actually did a 1080 and it was like Halo 1080. Like they just called it the name of the system in all their games. I missed that. That was a cool thing from back in the day. And for whatever reason, marketing got rid of that. I think it's smart though because it makes people know what system the game's for.
And the star of the game who will play Captain Titan's Clive Stand.
Like right from hearing
Tim,
so many different titles of games, you hear about the console. I guess maybe because so many things are multi-platform, they avoid that.
Sequel to the iconic Warhammer 40K.
It was cool though. It was cool back in the day.
We're using the experience that we have learned from games like Halo, Quake Champions, World War Z to really bring this game to life, to make it the most intense action game ever. And we've got Clive as a Space Marine. It's awesome.
Shy Troll Boy 32 said, I would be really hyped if Multiverses or Breath of the Wild 2 showed up in the awards. Don't expect those games to show up here, but ... it would be cool. To those two games. Yeah, I'd love to see either of those two as well. Multiverses seems pretty likely to show up here because supposedly, I guess they sent out a bunch of codes, and I think they called it tech testing starts tomorrow. So likely, like you get like a beta test version or something.
Awesome for you guys to show the gameplay.
And that supposedly starts tomorrow. I saw that on Twitter at least. I think I'm correct in interpreting what that meant. So I'd assume something Multiverses showing up at the Game Awards would make sense because then, if the testing is happening tomorrow, let's say, like we kind of saw Rick, we kind of saw Gandalf in like the leak, but what they actually showed, they didn't have those characters. So if the tech test has a more full roster, like the actual base game roster, maybe they show off a couple more characters here that like the game starts with or whatever, and then the testing starts tomorrow because otherwise we'll probably hear about a bunch of stuff anyway. As far as Breath of the Wild 2, it would be cool. It would make sense to do it here. There's historically been Breath of the Wild stuff at the Game Awards, but absolutely no guarantee. Hopefully Nintendo shows us something cool. And last year we got Sephiroth and Smash. We have gotten Breath of the Wild DLC. We've got Breath of the Wild itself shown off in the past at Game Awards. We have no title for Breath of the Wild 2. We have no release date for Breath of the Wild 2. We have very little gameplay footage. So really anything, I think people would be happy to see. Keep the hype alive, Nintendo. Animaniacs for Multiverses. Yeah, they'd be great. They feel like probably an inevitability. I think eventually the Animaniacs will be in, whether or not they're in from the start.
Next step is to find people.
GG the Killer 8. Thanks for the donation. Said, Papa, thank you for being the most humble guy in the Smash speculation scene. Always delivering the most spot on and accurate info. Thanks for the ride. Thank you. That's very kind. Thanks for the donation. Very, very kind. Thank you. Always just tried to make content that I would want to watch for Smash stuff, and just a legitimate passion for wanting to know the Smash roster and characters and gaming overall, and loving Smash as a celebration of gaming and everything like that. So that's what drove me to do the channel and stuff. So if I tried to keep it the way I would have wanted to watch it, so thank you for the kind remarks. Ooh, Night Before Christmas something. Oh, it's this Fall Guys? I was like, okay, this is a weird looking Jack Skellington. Usually he's known for being very slim, and he looks a little portly here. Billy Hatcher for Smash. Billy Hatcher was cool. It's like a semi-forgotten game. It's getting kind of laggy here. cool. All right. Cuphead, Bomberman, Shovel Knight, Nier. It's cool. I don't know if the bullet guys enter the gungeon, but it might be. Was Sans there? I didn't see him. Oh, it's getting real laggy. Is that me or is it the Game Awards itself? Hopefully it's the Game Awards itself. That's cool. Glad to see more Cuphead stuff.
There's still plenty of show left, and why would you want to watch alone when you could watch with me and Aerial Powers?
Exactly.
Tune into our watch party to see a lot of exclusive interviews and industrial strength takes.
Trust me, you do not want to miss it.
But don't take our word for it. Come to twitch.tv/NateHill, powered by Verizon 5G.
Someone said sexy 2B Fall Guy. Yeah, I don't know. Some characters like work really well in the Fall Guy outfit. Other characters are it's funny looking. But it's cool how much stuff they've crossed over with. I actually really love that we're in like the golden era of crossovers. It feels like somehow Smash was such a unique thing for such a long time, and now like Fall Guys and stuff have crossovers with like everything, which is great. I love that. I like crossovers. Yeah, Bullet from Gungeon. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Someone said I'd rather watch, or Spookable said I'd rather watch with Papa. Thanks. I mean, feel free to watch wherever. I'm watching it, so I might as well stream it, right? But thank you. Smash walked so everything else could run. Yeah, I feel like Smash really did. It was like the first, at least, video game thing that was like, you know, not just a little cameo crossover. It was like, no, this is a big crossover game of other stuff.
Mechs are here.
Ooh, a mech game.
Hey guys, FaZe Rug here,
Right,
and I'm asking you to help me destroy 1 billion mechs for Able Gamers charity in the hit new game, Mech Arena. Join me and millions of players in 5-on-5 mech action for a chance to win insane
That level
prizes,
reminded me of like
raise
that
money for a good
one
cause,
part of
and get
Squid
a
Games
shot
where they
at
have to
driving
do
this
the
real
marble
mech.
game and they're in like the
Are you ready to battle?
city,
I'll see you
like
in the
the fake
arena.
city or little town area anyway.
Mech Arena.
I like mech fighting games. There was a kind of obscure Gundam. I was really into Gundam for a little while, and there weren't that many Gundam games here in the West, but there was one. I'm spacing on the name of it. It might even been called like Side Story something. It was for Dreamcast. It was very realistic looking Gundam, like very dusty and stuff. I think you were in like Australia. And it was hard. It was a hard game, and it was like you were like really piloting the mech. You had to like pay attention to everything. That was a fun little mech game.
No way. With every win.
So, as I've seen Squid Game, yeah, I binge watched it a month or so ago. It was pretty good. I read the Battle Royale novel back in high school. Had a really cool cover. It's like a boy and a girl in like school uniforms, and in between them is like a shotgun with their like silhouettes. Like the silhouette makes like a shotgun. Anyway, I read Battle Royale back in high school, and I thought it was really cool. And then I watched the Battle Royale movie, which I thought was okay. Some things about it were really cool, some things were weird. Like there's a scene in the Battle Royale movie where they're like playing basketball and the kid like misses, and then everybody like claps and is like cheering, and he looks all happy. And I was like, wait, is he like? Do they play basketball different in Japan? Is like missing good? Like it's a weird scene. Anyway, getting way off topic. I read Battle Royale in high school. I watched the movie. Whatever. Then Hunger Games came out, and I was over here like, yo, this is just a ripoff of Battle Royale. Like people don't know about like Battle Royale, but this is just a ripoff. And
here are the nominees for
and now Squid Games is out, and obviously Squid Games is a little different than all that, but it's still built on the death game, kind of genre. But I think a lot of people, because it's on Netflix, like that was their first exposure to that, or except for maybe Hunger Games. But Hunger Games is a little specific. So I feel like that's why people really like Squid Games. But I'm over here like, yeah, and a lot of animes have done death games and stuff. So, Squid Games to me, it wasn't like that mind-blowing. It was kind of predictable. And I think a lot of people really like it because it felt fresh, because the death game genre is really more of an Asian thing. So if you're not watching a lot of Asian anime or reading an Asian book like Battle Royale, you probably maybe missed out on it quite a bit. But overall, I thought Squid Games was good. Like, I had nothing wrong with it. I'll definitely watch the next season. But it was a little predictable, a little bit like yeah, I've kind of seen this before, but well done. So, you know, I can like things if they're just, even if it's not a totally unique idea, if it's just done well, you know, that's almost,
at Nintendo
that right
and
there is pretty
Mercury
great.
Steam, who worked on Metroid Dread, thank you so much for this award.
Metroid
and
Dread, all right. Doug
Congratulations
Bowser.
to all the other nominees.
I'm over here talking about Squid Games.
This is the action-adventure category. And Metroid Dread checks off both the action and the adventure box.
Woo! Mine's
It's
still
filled
sealed,
with
so I really
action-packed
can't
moments
celebrate. I
behind
haven't
every
played it.
door, around every corner.
But I'm happy to
and
see
on every
Nintendo
level.
win. I'm happy to see a Metroid game win. I mean,
At the
if
same time,
Metroid Dread,
it
I've seen
introduces us to
you
a
know, some
massive
gameplay of it or
and
whatnot.
mysterious new planet that players can explore and
If
adventure
it's
through.
anything like Super Metroid
It's the
or
result
Metroid Fusion,
of a
which are some
true
of my favorite,
collaboration between Nintendo
you know, games,
and
then
Mercury Steam.
obviously, yeah, glad
And
I
I have
won
a
an
few
award.
comments that the developers asked me to
Glad to
read
see
on
Metroid
their
doing
behalf.
good.
We'd like to say a big thank you for this award from the development teams at Nintendo and Mercury Steam that worked so hard to bring all the Metroid fans around the world the experience that they were hoping for.
Nickelodeon Doug
It's been a
versus
dream
Disney
come
Doug versus
true to travel
Nintendo Doug.
together
I like it.
in this dangerous yet marvelous journey to ZDR. We're so thankful for all the fans for enjoying Metroid Dread on Nintendo Switch.
All right, how
Thank
much
you
was
very
his last name the reason why they made him president? Honestly, it was at least a factor. It was at least a factor in choosing that he would be that. It was like, you know, it'd be cool if the president was named Bowser. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm not saying that's the only reason why they picked him, but like if it was between him and like two other guys, it's like, the one was called Bowser, maybe we should just pick the Bowser guy.
On Caladan,
I think a Smash Bros. Cinematic universe could work.
we must scrabble for
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see, like, I feel like we need to have the Mario movie come out. We need to have to, like a Mario or a Zelda movie would have to come out and be good first to kind of start a cinematic universe. They seem to be kind of starting because they're doing a Mario movie, and then Seth Rogen, who's going to play Donkey Kong and Mario, is apparently playing Donkey Kong in a separate Donkey Kong movie. So, you know, if that starts to go, then yeah, make a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I'm all happy and for that, but I think you need to have like an establishing movie first. But could it work? Sure. I didn't see Dune. I've seen the old Dune movie. Never read the book series. People have recommended it to me like my whole life, but I just never got around to reading it. I didn't see the new movies. I've heard a pretty good, or new movie.
Please welcome two of
I
the
heard pretty good, but
stars
I watched the
of
old
upcoming
David Lynch
Tiny
one,
Tina's Wonderland,
which I actually think is pretty good. I kind of like
Ashley Birch and Will
weird
Arnett.
movies like that. Yeah, Zelda movie would be amazing. I remember when Tiny Tina's Wonderland was
what's
kind of
up,
cool
baby
style.
girls? Thank you
I
for
remember
having
when
us. We are so excited to reveal a bit about the story.
The
in
Palutena
Tiny
trailer
Tina's
came out,
Wonderlands.
and it was like anime, and
are we
Link
talking
is like a
about the
major. It's like
Dragon
Link
Lord
fighting Pit is like a major part of it.
Yes,
And I remember
Will
watching that
plays
being
the
like,
Dragon Lord, the
they
essential
need to
villain
make
within
a
the
Zelda
Wonderlands.
like anime
Yes,
in
but
that
in a
art style.
clever
It'd be
twist,
so perfect.
I turn out to
It'd
be
so
the underdog
awesome.
hero of the entire realm.
So yeah,
and
I would
truly
love to see that
beautiful.
happen
And it's actually
someday.
one of the main reasons that I took this
Maybe
role,
if the
so-
Mario movie does good, we can go from there. But I am a little like right now. I don't want to get into it because there's like a lot of controversy with it. But the Seth Rogen is doing like the Santa Inc.
he's a
movie,
job
which is
creator
like,
for
terrible
millions of
reviews.
unemployed individuals.
Unfortunately, Seth
He
Rogen's
misses
Donkey
the
Kong in
dead,
the Mario movie,
Yeah,
and
and he
Donkey
gives
Kong in the
them
Donkey Kong
stuff
movie.
to do,
So Seth Rogen's gonna be a big part of like
Some of them
this
get to sail.
upcoming
Some form a rock band.
Nintendo movies that are coming out.
lot of
I'm
them
not a
like,
big Seth
I don't
Rogen
know,
fan to
stab
begin with.
things
I
or
like
something?
some of his movies, but generally
Do you
not
really
for
not
him.
know
Like I
the
like
story
Superbad.
of the game that you're
I was
Sure,
Donnie
no,
Darko,
you
maybe a
mean
couple
the
other movies.
whimsical adventure from
Generally, I
the
don't like
13-year-old
him.
demolitions,
And so if he's going to be a major
yeah,
part, I don't know if
who
he's going to be a major part of the Mario movie, but he's at least going to
tries
carry
to
on to
blow
the
up
next
the
one.
heroes for
The
40
Donkey Kong
levels.
movie.
Yeah, so if anyone is the
I
central
don't know.
villain
I don't know.
here,
I don't know about
it's
Seth
Tiny
Rogen. So
Tina.
All right, roll
hopefully
a
he has better
trailer.
luck than the Santa Inc. score or whatever with the Mario stuff. Because I would love for Nintendo to do well and then want to, continue to dip their foot into the movie. Thing, and potentially maybe finally do like a Zelda movie or something.
There's one alone who can wield fate. One alone whose story is in their own hands.
But yeah, if this Mario movie does well, Donkey Kong movie does well, let's say they do some Zelda anime thing or something, whatever, just keep going with Nintendo stuff. If all that starts to do well, then I would love for if it culminated in like the first Avengers movie did for all the Marvel superheroes, it culminated in they all get invitations and get warped to some other Super Smash Brothers world and are together in some Smash movie would be great. Kid Icarus anime would be awesome. Obviously, Kid Icarus Uprising showed how perfect that would be.
Vibes this way. Now follow me.
Kind of has a Borderlands art style to it.
Power.
With like the heavy outline.
Looking bad. How do we win this?
We attack together for the queen!
You'll never get the Sword of Souls, you idiot! You want to fight? I'll give you a fight!
It's like weirdly cartoony.
Big boy!
Someone asked, is the DK movie coming too? Yes, supposedly. Someone said this is Borderlands. Oh, is it? Well, then that makes sense.
Oh, listen to me, lip flapping, while you could be off adventuring.
Tina, you left a cheese curl on the board.
Mayhaps it is a powerful ancient meteor, and it begins to rise from the ground.
This isn't a blessing. It's a blasting.
This is Borderlands with D&D. Yeah, is that what it is? Is that what the little figures were? And like, yeah, okay, so it's just Borderlands characters playing Dungeons and Dragons. I played a little bit of like the first Borderlands, and I think a little bit of the second one too, but I have not paid attention to Borderlands in a long time. If this was already a known thing or whatever, I also wasn't really paying attention to the beginning of it. Yeah, I have not paid attention to the series in a while. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Imagine a Luigi's Mansion movie starring Charlie Day. That'd be great. Like if the Mario movie did do well, and I have no idea what to expect from it. Maybe it's gonna be terrible. Maybe it'll do well. I would love to have just Nintendo movies, like a Luigi's Mansion movie coming out for like Halloween in a couple years or something, and being like a Halloween Nintendo movie. It'd be so cool. Among Us VR? Okay. Of all the games I never thought would get a VR treatment.
Pretty fun.
Among Us VR.
We have a very
Okay.
special K-pop performance. The South Korean developer Pearl Abyss wanted to thank you for the great response to their recent trailer for their upcoming open-world action-adventure game, Dokkan.
I don't know how.
So they created a music
I
video.
mean, Among Us, I
working
guess it
with
would be
the
kind of fun in
popular K-pop dance
VR.
team, 1
It'd be
million
weird
Dance
walking
Studio.
around. It's just the art style is very simple. How you can be sus in 3D.
It's gonna be special. 새로운 날이야. 어쩐지 좋은 일이 생길 것만 같아. 두근두근거려. 새로운 널 만날 생각에 벌써부터 간지거리는 기분이야. 널 찾아낼 거야. 좀
This is weird K-poppy or J-poppy dancing kids thing. I don't know. Not for my demographic. But hey, whatever. Where's the Nintendo though? Yeah, I know. They're really. I mean, we had Doug Bowser show up. He, got the Metroid Dread award or whatever. Talked about it, and then we've had a couple little Nintendo commercials here and there. But I hope Nintendo has a bigger presence here at this one. It does happen sometimes though, where Nintendo, like, what was it? Not last Game Awards, but Game Awards before that. I think we were all super hyped for like a Smash reveal to be there. It was right before the Byleth reveal. And we didn't get one. We didn't get a Smash reveal at the Game Awards. And then the next year it was like, oh, will we get one? I don't know. We just got Steve, and then we did. We got Sephiroth. So I don't know. It's like it's weird. Like Nintendo has shown off Breath of the Wild or Breath of the Wild DLC. They've shown off new Smash characters like Joker and Sephiroth, but sometimes they don't have a big presence. So I don't know. We will see. How much longer do we have? I feel like we have like an hour-ish left to the Game Awards. So I would hope Nintendo could still have some big reveal. Do keep in mind, Joker, I remember, was like later on in the Game Awards. Last time Sephiroth was right at the beginning, but sometimes for a big Nintendo reveal, it can be later on. Like Breath of the Wild 2 reveal might be like the big final thing or something.
The top 3 male and female artists as listened to by you on gaming consoles in 2021. Top female artists: Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, and Ariana Grande. Top male: Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, and Polo G.
My little
Later,
sister
we will
loves
reveal the most
Ariana
listened to
Grande.
Spotify
She's
songs.
really into
now,
her.
A winner earlier tonight for best mobile
so we make
game.
fun of her for
Here's
it.
a look at 2 new characters coming December 14th to Genshin Impact, and the first glimpse of the upcoming character.
But she's like a freshman in
Young
high school,
Jin.
so whatever. That's her age group, I guess.
The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Yoni Kabuto out for some training.
Is Inuyasha?
I'm the one who's supposed to be adored by the kids. Me!
Not if I have anything to say about it. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner.
Or is this Genshin Impact? I know nothing about Genshin Impact, but I know it kind of looks like this. Chris Beach said, I doubt Reggie would be there if Nintendo had nothing to show off. Yeah, I think Reggie has been there. It wasn't it the year that like we got Byleth, which wasn't at the Game Awards, it was afterwards, but everybody thought we'd get something. And I think Reggie went up on stage and he said something, and that was like it. I don't think there was like any announcements. Maybe there was something for Nintendo, but it was like, it was minor. It wasn't a Smash character. It wasn't what people expected. Someone said this is Genshin. Okay, yeah, alright, it's Genshin. Yeah, I never got into it. It seemed like it was a rip-off Breath of the Wild, but with gacha stuff, and I don't want to get into that. When I get into stuff, I get really into stuff, and I'd rather wait for a sequel to Breath of the Wild for that kind of open world experience, and I'd rather not just try to like roll for characters I want to play as or whatever. I don't want to lose all my money to that. Someone said Reggie ain't worked for Nintendo though. Yeah, Reggie doesn't work for Nintendo and hasn't for a while. I think Reggie's just friends with Jeff Keighley at this point, honestly, and you know. I mean, Doug Bowser was just up on stage, so you can make the same argument that Doug wouldn't be there if Nintendo didn't have something to show. But I think, you know, it's the Game Awards. It's awarding the game, so what games they actually show off or announce here is totally up in the air. They can announce stuff here. Sometimes they don't, though, so, you know. Someone said, I said it was Breath of the Wild ripoff, and someone legitimately thought that this was Breath of the Wild for about 2 seconds. Yeah, I didn't think it was Breath of the Wild at all, but I wasn't sure if it was Genshin Impact or not. Who is this? Genshin has really good art and music, but it's just glorified gambling. Yeah, I don't want to get into a gacha game. I feel like, I mean, maybe, honestly, Multiverses. If Multiverses is a free-to-play experience, and it keeps adding characters and stuff, if it's good, I would maybe fall into that one. I kind of avoid that sort of games that you are paying to win or paying to buy a bunch of stuff for.
This is Matt Heafy, lead guitar
But I
player
really
and
do
singer
feel
of
like
metal band
the
Trivium,
Smash
multi-streamer
platform
on Twitch.
fighter
I'm stoked
crossover
to announce
roster
that
type
I'm in
game,
Metal
the
Hellsinger,
correct model to do that
rhythm-based
game
shooter
is to just do kind of endless DLC, endless updates.
Singers like myself,
New stage just came out, new character just came out. Just keep doing that and just have us just keep paying for it. You know, however you feel about DLC and games that have just, you're endlessly paying for, obviously not the gambling aspect, but just endlessly paying for new updates and stuff, living games, whatever you want to call it. I think that's the right way to do Smash, and so if Multiverses does that and shows maybe a proof of potential there, if they can make that model work, maybe it'll show Nintendo like, hey, maybe you should just do that with Smash, because every person I've talked to seems like, where does Smash go from here? Sakurai seems to say, where does Smash go from here? And honestly, it might just, legitimately, I think almost the best course of action is take Smash Ultimate, make Smash Ultimate Deluxe, pretty much just put out all the DLC and stuff in one package, maybe fix up the online, like with rollback or something, make good online, and then just kind of forever add characters to it. I don't think that's a bad idea. I know it might be easier said than done. I know it gets difficult to balance characters the bigger the roster gets. There's a lot of little things that go into making sure all this stuff works together. and the more characters there are, the more you have to do that for every single character. It becomes more and more difficult the bigger the game gets. But I still think that is probably the right course of action for where I think most people will probably want Smash to go and be. But whatever. Maybe Multiverses will do it, prove it can work, and we'll see if Nintendo follows suit. Kism said, I wish we had DLC Fighter Pass 3. Exactly. I kind of just wish they would just endlessly just keep doing Fighter Passes. I know, obviously, Sakurai needs a break, blah, 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 all that stuff or whatever. But even if it was just like, look, Smash gets like 2 characters a year, or it maybe even takes time off, whatever, but just, it's always going to come back to it. It's kind of be the model to shoot for. Or finally get, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this. I'm sure Sakurai does. I'm sure everybody out there does. But maybe get Sakurai to, you know, be involved, but not have to be so directly involved with everything. So you can have a team out there who's occasionally making characters, you know, while Sakurai goes and does other things. You know, so that, because I feel like the games that do have constant new characters, constant updates, you know, the living games, it can't be on one person to always do that. It's going to have to be a job for several people, a whole team, to keep that game alive. And Nintendo hasn't really gone for that yet with anything. Too hard, I guess the Mario Kart 4 maybe has kind of been them doing that with the mobile thing.
That's right, starting in 2022, there's a new
I don't know, I'm just rambling, but I feel like maybe Multiverses does it, maybe Smash will follow suit.
Take games from your pocket to your desktop and seamlessly pick up where you left off. Google Play Games on PC is coming soon in 2022. Next, here's another brand new game announcement for the first time at the Game Awards.
All right, new game announcement. Another world premiere. Which we have gotten a lot of world premieres, which is cool. It's Batman? Maker of Batman.
Just to get out and
Telltale game?
I wanted to go somewhere, see new worlds, look up at a sky no one's ever seen before.
Someone said if Kirby was fine after Sakurai left, Smash could be too. Yeah, I mean, I like that Sakurai, you know, has control over Smash. I like the effort and everything he does for Smash. You know, I can't say that enough, but
You're not gonna die.
at a certain point, I feel like, you know, if the series has to go on like long hiatuses, so Sakurai can take a break, and then we have other things like Multiverses, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, especially Multiverses appears to be going for it's I think just going to be a living game. It's going to be out there with constant updates. I don't know that for sure, but that seems to be what they're suggesting it's going to be, and that seems like the right way to do a big crossover style game. So whatever Smash needs to be to get there feels like the right move. All right, this is some Star Trek thing. I was never big on Star Trek. I'm a Star Wars guy, not a Star Trek guy. Star Trek Resurgence. So a Star Trek game from Telltale, or at least the people who work on the game?
He's back again. Make some noise for
Has a new
Reggie.
version of Skyrim been announced yet? Not yet. All right, here's Reggie. Oh, snap. Okay. Now, like people said, Reggie doesn't work for Nintendo anymore, but obviously he's associated. Obviously, everybody knows him for that. So, you know, if Nintendo asked him to,
Thank you.
I don't know, announce something, that would be cool.
Wow.
Maybe he's just announcing
just said
a
it earlier.
award
Isn't it
winner,
great
but it would
to
be
be
cool if
back
he's announcing
live and in person, back
something
among
Nintendo.
friends. It's fantastic. This is a wonderful time of the year.
My body is
The Game
Reggie.
Awards. Our opportunity to celebrate the
Someone
creators
said Mother 3.
and the players. What is this, Jeff? 8th year? Something like that? So much, you know, we've witnessed so much over these past few years. The launch of next generation 8 and 9 consoles, the mobile revolution.
Reggie equals Mother
streaming
3.
games,
Yeah, come on, Reggie.
VR, AR.
I will say this,
quality
if Mother 3 ever
free-to-play
does
games.
come out and they don't have
And
Reggie
this
like involved in
category
announcing it in some
represents
way, it would
another
be a
innovation
gigantic
in our
missed
industry.
opportunity.
This is the award for best ongoing game. It used
This
to
ongoing
be
game, that's sort of what I was
that
just talking
a game
about
would
with Smash
ship,
and stuff. Games
and
that
that
are
would be
just
the game.
ongoing.
But today's developers keep players coming back to their beloved titles again and again by delivering and creating exciting new content. Here are the 5 nominees who are engaging their audiences year after year.
Best ongoing game.
Like, wouldn't it be nice to have Smash Ultimate on here? Best ongoing game, Smash Ultimate, constantly getting updates. It'd be great. Texas First said, is that a Metroid pin? When I saw him sitting down before, I actually thought it was a little like Reggie Me pin. But maybe it is a Metroid pin.
And the Game Award
maybe
for the
it is
best
Metroid.
ongoing game goes to Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, all right. I mean,
Tonight, Final Fantasy XIV Online also
Final
wins
Fantasy
Best
XIV
Community
has kind of
Support.
taken over like World of Warcraft's spot as like the big, MMORPG, which is impressive to see that happen. I mean, it was for a lot of reasons why that happened, but still, it's impressive to see that happen, and that's cool. And I'm personally just like I'm not the biggest Fortnite guy, so I'm happy to see something other than Fortnite take this because I was out over here kind of assuming, Fortnite will probably
There's an
win it.
incredible
But
team behind
yeah,
Final
that's cool. It makes
Fantasy
sense.
14, poured their
Final
hearts
Fantasy
into
XIV had a very good
bringing new
year
and memorable
here.
stories and adventures to our fans, from A Realm Reborn all the way to
Spookable
Endwalker
as
and
favorite
beyond.
Shonen
So,
Jump
a
series.
big thank you to Final Fantasy 14.
It's tough. I mean, probably Dragon Ball Z
can't wait
or
to
like
see what's
Dragon
going on in the
Ball,
future.
in general.
And honestly, the biggest thanks to our community. They've been
was
our rock,
Rurouni
and
Kenshin
we're so happy
Shonen
that you
Jump?
continue to get our support. Thank you so much.
I like Naruto too. Like I like a lot of Shonen Jump stuff. So I never got into One Piece. I tried to get into One Piece, but the dub was like horrible. Like the dub that was on television was horrible. And I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of the Japanese, and it was pretty good. But I didn't keep watching it, so that was that.
Since the dawn of time.
It's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of Fallout.
But it wasn't always what you'd call friendly. As civilization evolved,
Like the Vault
so
Boy
did the desire for battle,
Fallout
and
beginning
the
things.
drive to be the best. Cities grew, and soon everyone wanted a piece of the action. Some for power, some fame, but many just love the thrill of the fight. Even today. Oh, come on! Uh-oh.
Strong dudes. Cherry blossoms. But everybody was just like big and like roidy. Like, what is this? Doesn't seem like most characters are like that. Alright, got a guy in a horse mask, getting some Fortnite vibes. Some goofiness. This kind of zoomery. Just fine, but not my aesthetic that I like. Alright, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna stand up again because I can't sit for this long. It's hard to sit. It's hard to sit for this long. I'll be right back.
That was Rumbleverse, coming next year from Iron Galaxy and Epic Games. And tomorrow, there's a first look gameplay event. Head to rumbleverse.com to sign up. Now, here's the world gameplay debut of a sequel to a Game Awards nominee from a few years ago, A Plague Tale: Requiem.
Alright, I'm back. Rumbleverse. Alright. Yeah, didn't look like it was for me.
Under the wide and starry sky.
Slightly here.
Dig the grave and let me lie.
Yeah, I basically came to sit back down because I heard him say it was a sequel to a Game Award nominee. I was like, ooh, Breath of the Wild, but no. Yeah, I also have heard a few people in chat here saying I thought Breath of the Wild for a second. Yeah, same here. Until he said it was just a nominee, and then I kind of thought in my head, I was like, okay. You probably would have said like winner or something. Have I played Garfield? Yeah, I have. I downloaded him last night. Played around with the alts, played around with Garfield. I was very happy that the Switch stuff actually came out quicker than I expected it would. Because they said like later this month was when the Switch stuff was going to happen, so I expected to have to wait a while. But if it's only like a day or two late, if that's like our expectations here for when the Switch version as opposed to other platforms will get things, that's not bad. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, Garfield's pretty fun. He's very well animated. I love all the references he has. Very cool character. His stage is awesome too. His stage is very beautiful. It looked cool like when people data mined it. It looks even cooler in the game itself. Chris Beach said, I think we'll get Breath of the Wild 2 to close the show. Yeah, I could see something like that happening. I mean, whether or not it'll happen, I don't even know. Like, we might not get it at all, which is fine. But it would be a great show closer.
For the Game Awards, order Grubhub using the code ENDWALKER during the show to get free delivery on all orders of
Ryan
$15
Cleese said, I wonder why Switch updates for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl take longer. It probably has something to do with just the way Nintendo...
We got lots
I could be wrong about this, but they may have to, like, you might have to send, like, your new build of the game to Nintendo people to, like, review it before they actually put it out there or something. I just imagine there's probably a few more hoops to jump through with Nintendo than the other companies. That's just my guess. I don't know that for sure, but I imagine actually if you asked Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl people, they'd probably tell you as much, or what the issue is. They'd probably let us know. They're pretty open about stuff like that, but my assumption is it's something like that. Just a few more hoops to jump through with Nintendo. People are like, what the heck is Grubhub? Yeah, this is Grubhub's year. There was a year where I remember, I think it was the year Joker came out, and they kept doing, it was like Magic the Gathering ads were like all over the Game Awards, and I was like, man, they really want me to start playing Magic the Gathering again. I thought it was going to be like a video game award, but they really want me to play tabletop stuff. Which I like Magic the Gathering. I have a lot of Magic cards, or I liked it back in the day anyway. Have I played Guardians of the Galaxy? I haven't yet. I have friends who played it and told me it was phenomenal, but it was not like, I mean, I like Guardians of the Galaxy, like as a movie and stuff, like I like them, but I wasn't like super hyped for the game or anything. I really wasn't paying attention to it, so I feel like, you know, after people told me like it's great and stuff, it's one of those things I'll check it out probably now at some point if I get a chance. Like I remember when Batman Arkham Asylum came out. I really like Batman, but I wasn't like itching to play a new Batman game or anything until it came out and everybody said, "Oh, it's actually great." I played it and I loved it. It was like probably my favorite game at the time when it came out. So I'll have to check out Guardians of the Galaxy. Dying Light 2, Stay Human. All right, cool. February 4th. Some pre-order skins. Someone said no Nintendo yet. No Nintendo. Nothing new from Nintendo. I mean, they've had a few. Dread won something. Metroid Dread won something, and there have been some like Nintendo ads. Generic zombie game number 433,456. Yeah, there's a lot of zombie games. Yeah, so you want to talk about something that got oversaturated. Zombie stuff got like, around the time like Walking Dead peaked, man, there was just zombie stuff everywhere. And then a lot of stuff was coming out with zombies in it that like didn't even really understand like why zombie movies and stuff are kind of cool or fun or whatever, and it just got so oversaturated. There was a time when I was like, yeah, zombie apocalypse, that's so cool to think about and stuff, and then very quickly they oversaturated the market big time with that stuff, and I was like, I don't want to watch anything. This is zombies anymore. At least not anything with zombies is like that's all that, you know, it's about. Like it's got to have more to it than that to get me interested at this point. Stuart Ritter Karama said The Walking Dead is awesome though. I liked like the first few seasons or whatever of the show were pretty good. Eventually it took a big nosedive in my opinion anyway. Maybe it's gotten better, but there was a point where I was just like, I don't even know why I'm watching this anymore. The comics were quite good. The Walking Dead comics are quite good, though. I'll stand by those. It's pretty good. I also like the show felt like it was promising to get better, and then it would kind of like be sort of disappointing, and then it would really back in with like, oh no, it's actually gonna get really cool. It'd be kind of disappointing, and then it would really back in. And it did that like so many times that eventually I was like, I can't keep watching Walking Dead.
Where there are brand new places to
Plants vs. Zombies is still the best zombie game ever.
Fortnite like never before.
Like zombies.
Start by earning Battle Pass XP beyond Battle Royale.
I like Plants vs.
All
Zombies
about
back in the
playing
day.
your way to level up and unlock Battle Pass outfits, including Spider-Man.
Yeah, Rick leaving the show did hurt it. Yeah, I mean, it was like,
more quickly and invade enemy
is it spoilers at this point when it's this many years later? It's like Rick left the show. I didn't like Carl dying was like, I think the thing that maybe hurt it the most for me, because it was like
from match to match.
The whole I mean, the comic is about Carl, you know, taking over, like growing up in the zombie apocalypse and taking over at the end. And I felt like the show was building up to that, and then they killed Carl, and it's like, okay, well now you've ruined the whole Carl Negan interactions after they beat Negan the first time from the comics. Like it felt so random, like the characters they were killing off and stuff. And I guess you could say that's, but that's realistic. You never knew he was gonna die. But it's like, yeah, but you gotta have some story for me to follow. But yeah, after Rick left, it was like I didn't know what the point was of watching it at that point. Killing Carl, I think, was when I totally lost. There were some really bad episodes before that, even. And Negan was cool, but honestly, it's like around the time he shows up that like the show just like didn't hold my interest anymore, because it was like, hey, Spider-Man. I think I sort of knew about Spider-Man in Fortnite. I feel like that was, I don't know if that was already known or if it got leaked or something. People were talking about it. Anyway, Walking Dead. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Carl dying like kind of killed it for me, and I felt like the show kept doing like they'd test something and then they'd actually do it, and then they'd test something and then they'd actually do it. Like they'd see what the viewer response was before they actually go through with it, and I feel like that lessens the impact of anything. Like I remember the governor attacked the prison, but then not really. He left, and then he came back and he did, and then it was like oh, what's his name? Glenn died, but not really. But now Negan's gonna kill him, so it was like they'd always like it was like they'd see if audiences would be too mad about this, and so they'd have a way out of it, and then they'd actually do it. But every time you do that, it lessens the impact. Like it would be better if the governor just attacked the prison, if Glenn had just died. If like don't test it. Like don't draw things out like that. You want the impact of that moment. So I remember that being a complaint. I could probably talk all day about complaints about Walking Dead. Is I liked the comic and found the show to be disappointing, I guess. Like I wanted to like the show more than the show gave me. That's how I always felt about it. Guys, you must accept it now. Fortnite is the next Smash Bros. It's inevitable. Yeah, I mean, Fortnite is the bigger crossover because it crosses over with anything. But I still think, I don't think it'll ever be able to be the video game crossover game that Smash is.
In spring 2022, and will be free.
Remember when they put Negan in Tekken? I do. It was weird.
The Game Awards in 2014. This band made a bet on me, and
I also feel like they put Negan in Tekken after like the hype of Walking Dead kind of died down too. It was like it wasn't at its peak. It was like kind of after. I think it was right around when I'd like I wasn't watching anymore, and I was like, by the way, Negan's in Tekken, and I was like, that's odd.
Please welcome Imagine Dragons.
Almost feels like he would have worked better in Soul Calibur too, because he has a unique weapon. You know, Soul Calibur is all about the weapons.
And Ashley Barrett.
Did I see Breaking Bad? I have not watched Breaking Bad. I need to. Everybody says it's great, and I love. Bryan Cranston. I was I love Malcolm in the Middle. I'm a big Malcolm in the Middle fan. I think that show is great, and I haven't watched Breaking Bad, and like I really like Malcolm in the Middle. I feel like Malcolm in the Middle, a lot of people seem to have discovered after the fact, or been like, oh, it was actually a really good show. It holds up all the way through and everything. Whereas I was watching it like as it was happening, and I thought Bryan Cranston was great. I thought Hale was like one of the funniest parts of the show was Hale. He was like the best TV dad character, at least live action, easily the best TV dad character live action. And then everybody was like, oh my god, Bryan Cranston's this amazing actor after Breaking Bad happened. But I could already tell when he was Hale, I was like, yeah, he's hilarious and he has such range with everything he does. So, I don't know. I have yet to watch Breaking Bad. I need to. I should, but I haven't. Have I heard of the Disgaea series? I have. I've played it a little bit with the penguins and the little imp demon characters and stuff. Yeah, I know of it. I'm not like huge into it, but I know of it. I played a little bit to it too. Malcolm is a sequel to Breaking Bad. That'd be funny. I don't know. I mean, I know enough about Breaking Bad to know that it would be funny if Bryan Cranston's character in Breaking Bad is just Walter White, is his name, right? He just like is under an alias of Hale and hiding out or something at the end. I don't know how Breaking Bad ends. I don't know if he survived or what. Just tuned in. Do I think Zelda will be shown? It would be awesome if Zelda got shown, but I'm totally up in the air whether or not it will. We're obviously not promised it, so I won't be mad if it doesn't show up. But this would be a nice place to show it. Feels like it's been a while since we saw it at E3. We have no title, we have no release date, we have very little gameplay footage. I mean, keep the hype alive, Nintendo. Give us something. If it doesn't show up here, then it's like, well, Nintendo will probably have a Nintendo Direct in January, February, like early next year as they usually do. Will it be there? Are we going to have to wait all the way until E3? I imagine this year's E3 is going to be, like, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be their big thing. But it'd be nice to get, like, a title reveal here or something. Anything here. Title reveal, a little bit more gameplay footage, then E3, give us release date, and a lot of gameplay footage. And there you go. Malcolm and sequel, according to YouTube, Walter wakes up and believes that he is Hale. Okay, it's like a dream for Hale. Cool with me. It's weird. I like Malcolm in the Middle a lot, but I always thought Malcolm was like the weakest part of the show. Like Hale's really funny. Reese and Dewey are very funny. Francis's whole B plots usually are nice segues and like side plots to everything. Lois was funny. It's nothing against Frankie Muniz or anything like that. It's more how they wrote Malcolm. He's decent at the beginning of the show. By the end, he comes off a little insufferable, which, like, know-it-all-y, whatever. But that is his character in the show, so it made sense. It wasn't, like, the wrong way to do it. He's just probably my least favorite out of the family. It's weird that the show's, like, named after him. But overall, I mean, if you ignore the fact that the show is named Malcolm in the Middle and you just treat it as a show about the whole family and Malcolm is just one of the characters, I think it's great. Sakurai isn't tone deaf. I wish he was president of Nintendo. Yeah, Sakurai is pretty great as far as listening to fans and I think understanding the gaming the landscape of gaming. Like, he has the mindset of a gamer, not just a game developer. He seems pretty tuned in with that stuff. But as far as him being president of Nintendo, he works for his own company, he does his own thing or whatever. He decided that was the path he wanted to take, so I doubt he would ever become president of Nintendo. Why is the Game Awards always so cringy? It's an award show? I think all award shows are real cringy. I don't know. And not only that, but it's an award show for gamers and video games. And video game stuff always walks a fine line of being kind of cringy, and the people who make games are into games. I own it, whatever. It's cringy. We're cringy nerds. I get it. Yeah, award shows themselves are pretty. I mean, watch any award show. It's kind of cringy. Sakurai is no, he's still alive and kicking. He's just taking a break, which is fine. Though I do always have to say, I feel like whatever he does next after this break or whatever, probably going to be more work than I don't know this for sure. I don't know everything that goes into the Smash DLC, but I feel like the 3 years of Smash DLC that we got, he's working on like single characters at a time, or some negotiation stuff. Stage a character. I don't know if it's a character at a time, but you get what I'm saying. I think it was a lot less work than trying to develop a whole game. And everything that goes into that. So I feel like he probably just had a pretty cushy, as far as his workload goes, last couple of years. And whatever else he does, even if it's just some other game that isn't Smash, will probably be a bigger workload than the Smash DLC. And that's just my opinion on and kind of guessing at it. The Pet Brown Plant said, what is my favorite award show? I mean, I don't really like award shows. Maybe the Game Awards, maybe, what's the Nickelodeon award show? I think that was the first one I watched as a kid. They slime the winners or whatever. They're the little Nickelodeon blimps. Kids' Choice Awards. Is that what it is? They need to cut the music stuff out. Nobody really cares about it.
Here tonight.
Yeah, I
Games
mean,
are
I don't want to disparage
And this
the
award
musicians.
recognizes
I have
the teams
respect
that
for
are
them, and they do a lot of work
advancing
and whatnot.
features
But
and technology to make
I've been
games
sitting here
can
for
be
a while.
accessed
A
and
good part of the
played
Game
by
Awards, I
all.
do remember from years past, stuff is listening
It's
to like the
incredible to see the
orchestras and
effort
stuff for the
developers put
songs.
into
It does take up
prioritizing
time.
people who
And
often go ignored.
yeah, I
Sharing
think
their
people would
work with as many
probably
people as possible.
prefer
That's why we love being able to show our
announce the
gratitude
winners
to
and
those
announce
who
new
go above and
games
beyond
and
each
that's the
year,
award show.
discovering
But hey,
new
it's an
and
award show. They
creative
always
methods
they
to
gotta make it an
encourage
event. You gotta make
inclusion.
it a staged
Here
thing.
are the nominees.
Innovation in accessibility, presented by Chevrolet.
Imagine Anamanaguchi playing at the Game Awards. I love Anamanaguchi. They're great. What is it? Something fantasy or whatever? They're awesome. They did the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. I think the Scott Pilgrim video game soundtrack. I think. Yes, I've listened to them quite a bit. They're great. They're really good.
Escort the blind girl.
Chris Dean says, "My dad works at Microsoft. He said Smash Bros. 6 is going to be shown. Trust me." Okay. Wait till it's shown.
And the Game Award for Innovation in Accessibility goes
Remember
to...
when SpongeBob debuted after the Kids' Choice Awards? Good times. I don't remember that. Is that when they debuted SpongeBob? I distinctly remember Zim and Fairly Odd Parents debuting at the same time, I remember seeing Cat Dog and Hey Arnold. I don't remember which movie they were before, but one of them, I think like Hey Arnold was before Harriet the Spy in theaters, and Cat Dog was before Good Burger, maybe, or maybe the other way around. It was like Nickelodeon movie, or maybe it was before the Rugrats movie. I do remember going to see movies by Nickelodeon in theaters and getting glimpses of future shows. One of them being Harold, one being Cat Dog. I distinctly remember the night that Zim and Fairly Odd Parents were shown off, and I thought they were both great. Though Fairly Odd Parents, I don't dislike Fairly Odd Parents; it's a good show. But the original couple episodes are very good. Like the whole I need my Nickel Phillips thing and stuff. Like there was some really funny the internet. I inherited the internet. There's some really funny jokes in the first few episodes of Fairly Odd Parents, and I don't think it holds that quality all the way through. Whereas Zim, I think pretty much first episode was funny, and every episode all the way till the end was pretty much held the Zim standard of quality.
As well as our accessibility champs.
Yeah, I do remember the first time I saw the chocolate episode of SpongeBob. I remember when that premiered. It was great.
It's time to wrap it up.
So yeah, Nickelodeon premieres in the
when
late
everyone
90s,
plays,
early 2000s.
we all win.
Sometimes. I remember when I first watched Kablam. That might be my oldest Nickelodeon show premiere that I distinctly remember.
What a great
watching.
sentiment. Such an important award. Congratulations, guys.
Because I remember right afterwards, me and my friend, we wanted to draw comic
Simon,
books
back
because
in
we loved that it was like in a
2017,
comic book
we announced
style.
your studio and your first game
draw
at
comic books.
GTFO right here at the Game Awards, and we're thrilled to have you back. I understand tonight you've got a special announcement.
Someone said,
for
I thought Cat Dog was before the Rugrats movie.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it was Rugrats movie. I couldn't remember if it was Good Burger, Harriet the Spy, or Rugrats
game,
movie. I feel like those were the
was it
the
4 years
first
ago?
Nickelodeon in theaters movies.
Something's about to happen tonight, I think,
Yes, indeed. The thing is,
Leisure Suit Larry for Smash 6.
The audience
oh,
for,
man. We had that game, and when I worked at this retro game store for a while, and I remember getting that game in, and it was always like, if somebody traded that game in, you always had to kind of give them a look like,
for 2 years.
really?
What better way to announce 1.0 than to come back to the Game Awards?
Someone said, I remember when Doug came out. I mean,
GTFO is out now. This very minute.
I'm older. I'm 34 years old, so I definitely remember early Nickelodeon. I probably, if I rack my brain, you know,
there's no better time to get
have
into GTFO
somewhat of a memory of
with,
like my first time
25%
watching
off and,
basically Nickelodeon stuff.
We worked hard to make the game more accessible.
But I have more
it's
distinct
accessible.
memories of certain shows where I literally remember exactly what I was doing.
Let's
like
take a
when
look.
Kablam
Let's
came
take
out
a
or
look.
whatever. I remember
All right, 1.0
Cat Dog,
GTFO.
Harold, like,
Thanks so
seeing those
much,
in
Simon.
theaters.
Check it
That was
out.
pretty good. Yeah, Disney's Doug wasn't as good. I remember being really excited that was it Skunky Beaumont. I was really excited we were going to finally see Skunky Beaumont because they always mentioned him, but we never saw him. And then we saw him and it was disappointing. Yeah, I liked Nickelodeon Doug too. A lot of people like really hate on Doug, but I did not dislike Doug. That was pretty good. I get why people kind of hate on Doug. I get that he sometimes like he overreacted to a lot of stuff, and he has kind of really cringy responses to oh no, my friends are doing this. They're like leaving me out of things. Or oh no, I gotta be cool here. I'm afraid of this. And that. Like he was definitely like that. But I also remember being a kid and like that. Yeah, that was a big part of like elementary school was like overreacting to basic things and stuff. So yeah, I like Doug enough. It's not the best show. I think there are better slice of life kid shows that came a little later, but Doug was still. I actually had a chance to meet, I think Jim Jenkins, I think is his name, creator of Doug. I had a chance to meet him when I was like, I don't know, 9, 12 years old, somewhere in there. He was coming to my local library for some, I don't know if it was a book reading thing or what, something. He was going there, and at the time, I wanted to be a cartoonist when I was a kid. I wanted to be in cartoons or animation and stuff. So I really wanted to go and see that, but the day Jim Jenkins was coming to my local library was the same day as my little brother Cody, his birthday. So I didn't get to go because of his birthday, and I remember being pretty salty about that as a kid. I was like, he made me miss Doug, and I think he was really little at the time too. Like it might have been like his like 3rd or 4th birthday or something, and I was like, I want to meet the guy who made Doug.
My name is Mike. I go by Mike the Quad, and I stream on Twitch. Let's go!
Oh, it's a streamer person. I don't know streamer
I joined
people.
the military in 2008. When we came back, I was involved in a motorcycle accident, trying to figure out how to use a controller without having any hand function.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
That kind of sparked my advocacy.
I had a friend, not to get too deep here, but
kickstarts a patient's
almost a
rehabilitation.
decade ago now, I had a friend who died in a motorcycle accident. Really close friend from high school. It was very sad. So, yeah, that's the thing. Motorcycles are dangerous. Be careful out there, everybody. Pepperoni Plant said, "Do I think Multiverses will be the last announcement?" Maybe. It would be a little weird for it not to be here because of that whole thing I was saying about. I think they sent out codes and their testing starts tomorrow or something. But maybe it's not here. It's possible it's not here. Why did Disney acquire Doug of all things? I don't know exactly why Disney acquired Doug of all things. I know Disney wanted to do the one Saturday morning cartoon block, so maybe they wanted a familiar cartoon. Maybe Nickelodeon wasn't so.
And their shields. Oh,
maybe Nickelodeon wasn't wanting to make any more Doug. Maybe they kind of canceled the show. Jim Jenkins made Doug. Maybe he had more ownership of Doug than Nickelodeon did or something and was able to move over to Disney. I don't know. Nickelodeon was willing to sell it to Disney. Disney wanted to buy it. It happened.
Download Raid Shadow Legends.
I don't know if Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl has the pull to make a big moment happen the way Sakurai does with getting like Banjo back or Sora in Smash. But Doug getting a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and being acknowledged as like a Nickelodeon character again would be amazing.
Now we must find the prophet.
But I just don't think the game has the pull to make a historic moment like that happen.
Finally hunt the circle.
Yes. I'm done running.
So once again, let's be very thankful we have Sakurai around because he really does pull off some serious miracles for Super Smash Bros. Jeff Goldblum doing a Raid Shadow Legends commercial. Yeah. I mean, The Fly is awesome. Jurassic Park is awesome. I gotta give it to Jeff Goldblum. He's pretty cool. But yeah, he is in a lot of commercials these days. I mean, whatever. People do that. Snoop Dogg is in a ton of commercials and stuff. It's like, people get older, they just sell out. Why not? I feel like if you earn it, though, like if you earn selling out, then like, whatever. If you're in some great things like that, whatever, sell out, it's fine. Energy Dragon said, "Sup? What's up? Not much. Watching the Game Awards here. Seeing if we're getting Multiverses or Breath of the Wild 2 or anything from Nintendo would be cool." Oh, Chrono Cross remastered. I'd love to see Chrono Cross remastered. That was like a big rumored thing. That'd be great to see here. Only thing we've seen, so those are like the four things. Multiverses, Breath of the Wild 2, Chrono Cross Remastered, and Sonic 2 movie. Sonic 2 movie was like guaranteed. trailer because they told us that on Twitter or whatever. But yeah, I'd love to see some of those other 3 things pop up. It'd be cool. The Hex Girls for Smash 6 from like Scooby-Doo. I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan.
You are not the future. You have one bullet against an entire army.
It's enough.
Why has everyone been talking about Chrono Cross lately again? There was like some...
Play it now.
There was the NVIDIA leak, which had Chrono Cross on it, which made it look like... And that was like... It was a leak, but they... People said that like some of the games on there are just speculative, so don't believe everything on there is like a leak. But it was on that, and then I think like a composer for Chrono Cross said something about a game remaster coming up or something. Not necessarily for Chrono Cross, but like something they were working on. So basically seemed to like all make sense that Chrono Cross might be getting a remaster. So Paramount Plus.
You're
TV
special.
show? Or video game? Or both? Oh, is this Halo TV show?
I'm counting on it. We're lost in the dark.
Right now, is it not Halo? Looked like Halo from the back for a second.
But you give people hope. And I will always be with you. I see this.
Yeah, okay.
As
Halo
in the
TV show.
beginning.
Cool. Halo new series streaming 2022. Hopefully it's decent. I recently got Paramount Plus, so I can watch it. That's cool.
Please welcome
I got Paramount
the
Plus to watch the new
Creative
South Park
Officer
episode.
from
It was quite good.
PapaGenos, Donald Mustard.
That was crazy. That was amazing. All right. So making games that are original, innovative, and really push the medium forward is not easy at all. It's the culmination of the work, talent.
Star Pill Earth says I might just buy Paramount Plus now.
hundreds of
Yeah,
people
I got it to watch
and
the new South Park
countless
episode, which was
And
good.
it only happens when there's a clear shared vision of what a game can be.
I want to see the rest of it. I always follow South Park, so I basically had to. But yeah, Halo, that's cool that's on there. Give me something else, another reason to have that subscription.
Best game
Besides watching old Nickelodeon
You
stuff.
have no idea what's out there.
Sure I do. Freedom.
Are you ready for the roller coaster ride of your life?
Is anyone listening? It's Celine.
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern.
Donald Mustard is the most American name I've heard. Because mustard goes on hamburgers.
Oh, so awesome. All right, and the award for Best Game Direction goes to Deathloop.
Any new fighting game stuff so far? There was a Mr. Forgot. Mark Mayonnaise. Patty Mayonnaise. We're talking about Doug. There we go. I wonder if Donald Mustard knows Patty Mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so Deathloop is my first game as a game director, and it's also the first game that
I predict we'll get a concert
Sebastian and
performance
I
as
are
our last
co-creative
announcement.
Director for. And,
The one like concert performance,
actually,
I was like,
I don't
sweet.
mean that as a brag.
Was the Cuphead one because I was like, oh snap,
terrifying.
the Cuphead DLC.
Terrifying for us, terrifying for the team. So yeah, I really want to thank the Arcane Lyon team.
Colton, the robot says literally 18 minutes left to go. Okay, is that, do we have 18 minutes left? Is that what we're working towards? To end at, I mean, it's 11 p.m. or yeah, it'd be 11 p.m. my time in 18 minutes.
Game
So
that no one can sum up in 30 seconds.
is it done on the hour or close to that?
Actually work and yeah, and also thank you to PlayStation. You believed in our vision.
I don't know my favorite reveal so far. Oddly, I think my favorite reveals here.
I have
have not been for video games. It was the Sonic 2 trailer and the Halo TV show. Like those are the two things I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll have to watch those again. I think everything else here was just kind of like, that's pretty cool.
I'll stop here, but just.
I mean, remains to be seen. There could be some very cool,
small last word for, my family
stuff happening.
in French.
This was a hair reveal tonight. I have no idea what my hair looks like right now. It's probably all matted down and.
Thank you very much.
Oh god, it was terrible. I had the hat on for so long, but there you go. It's really bad looking hair right now. I literally got out of the shower, threw the hat on, so.
Now it's time to take a look at some other award winners tonight. In the category of Best Esports Game, presented by Grubhub, here are the nominees. And the Game Award goes to
take the hat
League
off
of Legends. Congratulations.
fairly often in the past. My hair's
for Family Game, here are the
better
nominees.
looking.
And the Game
right
Award
now.
goes to
Instead of oof. Yeah, I know.
Here are the nominees for Best Fighting Game.
Ooh, Best Fighting Game. All right.
And the
Nickelodeon
Game
All-Star
Award
Brawl.
goes to
Could it win?
Guilty Gear Strive.
Guilty Gear Strive. All right. Yeah,
Next,
I mean,
Best Sim Strategy Game.
I like
Here are the
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl,
nominees.
but
And the Game Award goes to Age of Empires 4.
Height reveal. I'm
Next, the
5'11".
nosaminees for Best VR
So yeah,
AR
I'm right
game.
below 6 feet.
And the Game
In like
Award
good
goes
shoes,
to
I'm 6 feet tall. Like if I'm
Resident
on some
Evil
boots
4
or something.
VR. And finally, your most anticipated game presented by Prime Gaming. Here are the nominees.
Most anticipated game.
And the
Sequel
Game
to Breath of the
Award
Wild, and
goes
then
to
give us the trailer. Do it.
Elden Ring.
No!
For the second year in a row.
I mean, it's fine. Whatever. People are
All right, well,
anticipating
everyone,
the game.
our next guest is a little shy. If anyone in the audience has any twin blades or winged spears, talking to you, Reggie, I'm going to ask that you please put those away for now. Let's bring him out here. He's a little shy, but look, everybody, it's
Girth
it's my
reveal,
pop
Papa? Is
friend.
that like how heavy I am? I haven't weighed myself in a while.
Great to
Probably
see
heavier
you.
than I'd like to be.
Put a bow tie on or
I'm
something.
usually like
Come on, pop friend, don't be shy.
175, but I honestly feel like I'm
Looks like he's
probably
got
in the
a
like
note or something. You got a note there,
190-ish
pop friend?
range right now.
Yeah,
The
all right.
Halloween,
Let's
my
see.
birthday,
Let's see what this note says.
Thanksgiving,
Pop friend.
Christmas season.
Good
yeah,
evening.
usually
Please
I'm
enjoy
a little,
my gift.
A little heftier than
A
usual.
new trailer for Elden Ring. I guess we've got another world premiere trailer. Thanks, buddy. Let's check it out.
World premiere. All right. So is Elden Ring is this ending the whole thing?
It happened an age ago.
It would be weird to show this off and then do like Breath of the Wild afterwards. I feel like that would
When I
be
recall, I see it true.
take the hype away from Elden Ring if they did Breath of the Wild 2 right afterwards.
On
So
the night of wintry fall.
and it didn't look like we got multiverses unless that happens somehow. But I feel like this might be the big reveal at the end. So, oof.
The moon of death was stolen.
Not the best Nintendo stuff this year. Here, was there anything? Nothing new for Nintendo.
Starting with Godwyn the Golden.
Silver the Reaper said they literally did what you did, but for what I said, but for Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, if Breath of the Wild won, maybe we would have got a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. So maybe we should have voted, people. If you didn't vote, gotta vote. I mean, Elden Ring looks cool, like, whatever. I really like Game of Thrones, so George R.R. Martin being involved. It's weird. It's like it's cool that he's involved because he does write pretty good fantasy stuff. I feel like, especially world building. But I kind of want him to just sit down and finish like Winds of Winter. So like maybe not do this. Maybe go finish your book.
What could the demigods ever hope to win by warring? The conqueror of the stars, General Radar.
We literally only contribute 10% of the vote. Yeah, I'm aware that the Game Awards are mostly, voted for behind the scenes by the people who run the Game Awards.
These two were the mightiest to remain.
Did they reveal Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Switch yet? I missed the Game Awards earlier. No, there was no Switch game reveals? I don't think there was. It's Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. I love the look of Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf. But I actually really like mummified Ganondorf that we saw for Breath of the Wild 2. I know a lot of people want him to get like rejuvenated and be like kind of like Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf, but like Thundercats. I always liked Mumra, and I actually always thought he was cooler looking when he was just like this thing with like a hood and all decrepit and stuff. He was like creepier that way. I'm cool with just like mummy, gross, skeletal Ganondorf. I think that's a cool look for him. Any hyped announcements? There was some cool stuff, but nothing in particular that stood out to me. No, I'm a Nintendo guy, so there's like nothing Nintendo. Honestly, the things that were I think most hype reveal here for me was the Sonic 2 trailer and the
excellent, good to see.
Halo
Amazing.
Paramount Plus TV show trailer. So it like wasn't games; it was like game-related
Tonight
movies.
We've teamed up with Spotify to reveal what you're listening to every day on gaming consoles as part of Spotify's Wrapped. So what were the most listened to songs in 2021 on gaming surfaces? Here are the top 3. Rap Star by Polo G, Montero by Lil Nas
Most
X,
listened to
and
songs.
Mood by 24K Golden featuring Ian Dior. Congratulations, and make sure to make your Spotify Wrapped tonight. Stick around because coming up, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss reveal The Matrix Awakens. We debut a brand new Next Generation game, and the Game Awards Orchestra pays tribute to our Game of the Year nominees.
All right, well, maybe there'll be something. Yeah, there was a little bit about Sonic Frontiers. There was a short little trailer for Sonic Frontiers.
Well, go ahead and break off.
It wasn't too much more than like we'd already seen from it, though. It was like just Sonic running through like a field, whatever, like a epic Breath of the Wild looking world, field, land.
Break off. You know you want to.
Yeah, so is anybody excited for Matrix 4? I'm so like checked out. Like I'm really excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. But Matrix 4, I have like no excitement for it. I love the first Matrix. I love that movie. I just did not like Matrix 2 and 3. Are just not that great. And,
I'm Anissa Sanusi.
Yeah,
And I'm a UI
I don't know, just not excited for Matrix 4.
Games.
It's like one of those, like, if it came out and people said it was really good, then I'll go watch it, but I have, like, no hype for it.
I was born
Keanu
and
Reeves is
raised
cool,
in
but
Malaysia, but I came to the UK at age 19.
maybe Keanu could show up as Neo and then announce that Neo, The World Ends With You, is Game of the Year.
Like you're an imposter.
That's what I want to see.
I think that's what made me wish I had somebody to talk to.
Ninja Cooper said, I'm cautiously optimistic for Matrix 4.
Program.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would be cool. Like, it'd be cool if it was good. I have, like, low expectations for it, so I'm, like, not hyped at all.
I was wondering if you can help me out. Let's take stock.
I'm going to stand up real quick again. I'll be right
People
back.
really want to be connected and be a part of a community. I feel like anybody who wants to make video games should be able to make video games.
What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I'm about to step into the Fear Truck to play some Resident Evil 4. I am terrified, but excited. There was a lot!
Yeah. It is hard to sit for 3 hours, or however long it's been. Pokemon Legends Arceus, alright. Arceus, or whatever. Pokemon Legends. Have I played Inscription? No, I have not. Oh, there's Forgotten Land. Alright, we were talking about that a little earlier. Loving the stock music. Bayo 3, cool. Nintendo has some cool stuff I'm very excited for, but it appears as if Nintendo wants to show us that stuff, you know, in a Nintendo Direct, probably. excuse me. In a Nintendo Direct, I imagine in like January, February, we'll get a bunch of Nintendo news, but I don't know if we're gonna get anything here tonight. Where's the Xenoblade Chronicles export? Yeah, is that like the one game that's like on Wii U that's like, you know, good and like people would want to see on Switch and has not been ported over? I feel like it's like the last of the like Wii U games I would potentially. It's like maybe the one game I would have to boot up my Wii U to play at this point. New Year Nintendo Direct, that'd be cool. Am I disappointed at the lack of multiverses here? Mixed feelings, because I wanted to do a multiverses video yesterday and I didn't get it done, and I figured, oh well, whatever, we'll probably get like another character reveal or some more information on the game at the Game Awards, and I'll just make a video after that. So now that we didn't, and one, you know, more information could drop at any moment, of course, so you know, it could happen tomorrow or something, just on like Twitter or something. But if nothing happens majorly for it, besides I guess some test stuff is going to start tomorrow. But whatever, I'm rambling. I'll have a chance to make the video with pretty much the information that I have kind of saved after this, as I won't have to make a Breath of the Wild 2 video because it doesn't look like we're getting that. I won't have to make my multiverses video won't have to be like changed. I'll be able to kind of just go ahead and do what I wanted to talk about because it wasn't here. So mixed feelings. I would have liked to see multiverses here, definitely, but as far as making video stuff goes, it's easier this way.
Hey everyone, my name's
Moon Ghost Doodles said pretty much the only Wii U game worth porting left. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me too. That
a pure joyride of fun from start to finish.
There just aren't that many Wii U games that aren't already ported to Switch that I would want to play, besides Chronicles X.
That was a look at which
Watch
game
the
of the
official
year
title be
nominees
Legend of Zelda,
players and
the
fans
sequel
want
to
see
Breath
win
of the
later
Wild.
Tonight, we'll find out if they are right when we present Game of the Year. Every year at the Game Awards, we try to find games that push the medium forward.
It got all loady. It's loading.
Forward in new and unexpected ways. This game comes from Embark Studios in Sweden, a new team of veteran developers. Their first game brings together thrilling multiplayer PvE action,
Isn't
a
that,
next-generation physical sandbox, and
that's
incredible
where,
visuals to create a truly
is it
dynamic
Game Mill?
player
It's
experience.
something from
Here's the
Nickelodeon All-Star
reveal,
Brawl is
complete
from
with
Sweden,
real
like the
gameplay.
the main people making it. Texas First said, "Hey Papa, do you think that it is better for gaming overall if things like E3 and the Game Awards are a big deal, or would you rather each studio slash console have their own events?"
Kings.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, having award shows and big event conventions like E3 or the Game Awards is nice.
Killing machines.
Making all of the studios, the big studios, have something to show off at them each year, it has its ups and downs. It's nice to know, like, kind of know when we're going to get game news. At the same time, certain games and certain companies want to, you know, announce their stuff at certain times. They want to build hype a certain way. That's kind of one of the reasons why companies don't like leaks so much, or even rumors and stuff about games. It can ruin the surprise. It can ruin the, you know, the hype that they're trying to build and whatnot. Or offsets it, at least timing-wise. So, yeah, I mean, mixed feelings about it. I like E3, I like the Game Awards, I like when we get big reveals here. I like being able to count on these places for potential reveals, but, you know, if studios want to do stuff, or companies want to do stuff on their own, that's cool too. I love Nintendo Directs. I like that Nintendo does that, and I like that we get several of those like over the year. It's cool. I definitely think it's tough to do both the Game Awards and E3 and expect these companies to always have something to show us at these events. I think E3 is pretty much enough of a one time a year where we definitely will get big news thing. Not that the Game Awards can't exist and function that way, but to expect big reveals or consider ourselves guaranteed something big, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we have already. It's like, you know, could we get something bigger in Game Awards? Sure. Do we have to? No. Whereas E3 is more like, yeah, if there's something big coming out, it will happen, you know, around that time. If there's something to show off, it will be shown off around that time for these
They will
companies.
never stop coming.
Marks on screen, calling for volunteers. Enlist. Resist.
That was incredible. And now we have two special guests joining us for a very special moment. Carrie-Ann, Keanu, welcome. I'm sure you guys recognize
on top of
this
the building when he dodges
iconic
the
scene
bullets,
moment,
they doing
right?
the thing.
Jeff, thank
That's the part.
It's good to be
That's the
here at
bullet
the Game
part.
Awards, and yes, this is one of the scenes that made The Matrix feel so groundbreaking, and perhaps inspired a few video games, too.
Hey, here's the bullet part I was talking about.
Impressive.
Thanks.
Can you still do that?
Absolutely not. But I can, in the Unreal Engine 5. I believe everyone here is expecting to see something new, so here's a never-before-seen look at The Matrix Resurrections, exclusively for the Game Awards 2021! Let's roll the clip.
Is that the name of Matrix 4? Like, is this for the movie, not the game? This is how, like, tuned out I am on Matrix 4. Hey, he's got a hat. I can put my hat back on.
Where are we?
Cool hat man with him.
Tokyo.
It's
The
getting
moving
hot.
portal makes it harder to track us. Seek is the best of them.
Portal's clean. Reading no shadows.
I don't remember this.
We don't have to run to phone booths anymore either.
It's like a Japanese bullet train.
Doors on your right.
Like. Nerderman says, "Winter hat guys for the win again." Yeah, Boomerang, Keanu Reeves, me.
Set and setting, right?
Oh, no.
It's all about set and setting.
After our first contact went so badly, we thought elements from your past might help ease you into the present.
Nothing comforts anxiety like little nostalgia.
They changed
The
to
Matrix
Morpheus
Resurrections looks awesome, and we can't wait to watch it on December 22nd. But getting back to tonight's theme, which is the world of interactive entertainment, I have to say, Keanu, you've been in several great video games and immersive experiences.
Neo and Multiverses.
Did you ever
Is,
think that
Warner
one day a
Brothers
game could look
Matrix?
as real
Matrix
as
Warner
being in the
Brothers?
Matrix?
It might be.
Absolutely. I mean, we are reaching the point at which the line between
I'd be fine with
physical
Neo
and
and
virtual
Multiverses. That'd actually be
worlds
pretty cool.
are blurring.
If it is Warner Brothers,
And
I don't
with
even know.
interactive storytelling reaching stunning levels of fidelity, maybe it's fair to ask.
So said, that's
what
it.
is
He didn't even dodge a
game?
single bullet. He said he couldn't
What
do
is
it
a
anymore.
movie?
He was like, I can't do that anymore.
Over 20 years ago, The Matrix
He might
pushed
not
the
look it,
boundaries
but
of
he's
filmmaking
a
and visual
little.
effects.
I
We
remember
couldn't
being a
imagine
kid and he
where the
was a
state of the
cool
art would be
teenager
today
going
with
through
fully
time in a
realistic
phone
digital
booth, and I was
humans
like, this is
in
neat.
virtual sense.
To push the limits, once again, we decided to team up with Epic Games.
And now we are proud to bring you
I
tonight's
love Keanu's
final
wacky
world
body
premiere
movement.
at the
He's
Game
all over the
Awards
place.
2021. A glimpse of The Matrix Awakens.
He keeps yelling
the
about
Unreal
2021.
Engine 5. Experience, experience, experience.
Keanu has aged way better than his co-stars. Yeah, except for Morpheus, who, you know, seemed to have pulled a Captain Ginyu and taken a brand new body.
Hi, I'm Thomas Anderson. Like many of you, I work with computers. But computers are also mirrors, reflecting back who and what we are and the choices we make. The
Freaking me out, I'm looking at a computer
build.
right now.
You still got it.
Like riding a bike, they say.
Awakens. What was that cool Matrix game that came out around the time of like the old original Matrix? Like the Matrix came out, and then it was really, they were like hyping up the second and third one, and it was like
Unreal Engine 5 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
I remember they did the Animatrix, and then there was like a Matrix game. It was actually really cool. I can't remember the name of it.
Download and experience The Matrix Awakens for yourself for free. Right now, in its entirety, it's available right now.
Enter the Matrix, yeah, Enter the Matrix, yeah. That game was good.
Mind-blowing.
Game was really cool. Had like the bullet physics and stuff. Was really cool.
As we look to the future of games with platforms like Unreal Engine 5,
and that game was Enter the Matrix was better than I thought Matrix 2 and 3.
To present Game of the Year,
I like
please
that.
welcome last
Matrix
year's
is
winner,
Warner Brothers.
Game of the
Okay,
Year,
cool. Yeah,
Best
Neo for
Direction.
Multiverses. That'd be sweet.
Naughty
That's a tough
Dog,
thing with
Neil
multiverses.
Druckmann.
I don't even know who to like expect, which is fine. Like I'm excited to see who they put into it. But like, it's really hard to be like, okay, what like Cartoon Network or Adult Swim character do I want? What's
awesome
what
to be back
Hanna-Barbera
here
property do I want to
person.
get in?
Congratulations
And then also
to
like,
everyone
oh
who
yeah,
managed
Neo
to
from the
release a
Matrix
game
could get
this
in.
year. Perseverance, dedication, and passion are inspiring, and there's no shortage of that in this room.
Yeah, Enter the Matrix was like,
Now
there was like
performing
Enter the
music from
Matrix,
each of tonight's
the
Game of the Year
Spider-Man 2
nominees.
game,
Once again,
and
the Game Awards Orchestra.
the Lord of the Rings like hack and slash games, all came out like kind of around the same era, and it was like finally movie games were like could be pretty decent. Like you might actually get a pretty decent movie game. This Game of the Year. I know people really want Metroid to win, which would be great. I'm a Nintendo fan. Maybe if Metroid won, Nintendo could throw us a bone and either show us just anything from Nintendo's Breath of the Wild 2, or like show us Metroid Prime would be great. I feel like as long as we've known about that game, I think it's still a ways off because they had to kind of start over. Smash Brothers just getting ahead of me. Be something if this ended with, oh, and by the way, one bonus character for Smash. But no, Smash Ultimate is over and done. And actually, after the Game Awards are done, I'm probably going to be pretty happy because I think anybody out there who's still holding out hope for like a bonus character will finally kind of like accept that if a bonus character happened, it would have been here. It's not here, so it's done. Just accept that we're not being lied to. Smash Ultimate is over. What game should win Game of the Year? Neo: The World Ends With You. That's my Game of the Year choice. I don't know. I still haven't played Dread. I said that before. I have not played Metroid Dread. I bought it. It is sealed. I haven't opened it yet. I only haven't played it because I want to stream it. So maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday night. I have to Christmas shop at some point this weekend. But whatever day I don't do that, or if I'm back in time, maybe I will start streaming Metroid Dread. Because I do really want to play it. Especially if it wins Game of the Year here. I feel like I have to play it. But since I haven't played it, it's really hard for me to be like, oh, this should win Game of the Year. Out of the games that they have, I played a little bit of Resident Evil Village, and it was cool. But I don't know if that would be my Game of the Year. Again, my Game of the Year was Neo: The World Ends With You. I thought it was great. As a The World Ends With You fan, I was really happy with their ability to make something that was both fresh and brought me back to feeling like I did when I played The World Ends With You the first time, especially 14 years later. So I had a lot of respect for that game. And it was also, like, if you think about it, you can kind of tell that it was like a lower budget kind of Square game. But playing it never feels like that, which is also very impressive. So I liked it. But yeah, all right, I'll push for Metroid Dread, even though I haven't played it yet. I mean, people said, and I've seen a little gameplay of Metroid Dread stuff. People are saying it plays like Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion, and those 2D Metroid games are amazing. So if Metroid Dread does live up to those games, then yeah, I would definitely want it to be Game of the Year. Zuki77 said, "Who's bigger than Sora?" Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone to end on that would be bigger than Sora. I feel like the only Master Chief would be like huge, but yeah, I am in the camp of Smash Ultimate is definitely over, and don't expect them bonus fighters. Be hopeful for a future Smash game, or get on the Smash Ultimate Deluxe train like me. That's my hope. So I feel like that's not as far out if that were to happen. Smash Ultimate Deluxe in like 2 or 3 E3s from now. Sakurai back on board. They fix the online up. You get all the DLC included, and Sakurai's doing another Fighter Pass with more DLC for Smash Deluxe. That's what I want. Yeah, it's probably going to be Resident Evil 8 or Dread, I would say. Are the ones I see everybody talking about, so they probably should win one of those two. But I'm a Nintendo guy, so I'll go with
fitting way to honor the very
Metroid
best
Dread. I wouldn't be
of the
mad
year.
at Resident Evil
Let's
winning
hear it
now,
one
'cause
more time for the
like I said, I
Game
played a little bit
Awards
of it. It was cool when I played. I should probably pick it up and play through it at some point, but I feel like I need to play Dread first anyway.
And finally, congratulations to all of tonight's nominees. All pretty incredible games.
So Dread was at 20% behind
2021
Halo last night. Was Halo
is-
Infinite a possible game of the year?
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two won game of the year. Okay. I don't know anything about it. I have a feeling this was an upset as far as what I've been seeing people saying.
So unreal, this thing. I was up on that stage 2017 saying fuck the Oscar, and now...
We're saying unexpected. What?
Actually,
Wow.
in a way, the Oscars got fucked because the Game Awards is getting way better. So.
Yeah, I don't know It Takes Two. I didn't play it. I didn't follow it. I mean, I saw like some commercial previews for it here and there, but that was
for a
it.
fantastic work. Obviously, without them, I can't do anything. And also, I want to say, I want to give this award to my daughter, Mio, and my soon
Toady
to come
Toad
daughter, Zoe.
says it's
So
strange
nice
because
to
no
have
one
children.
really
I'm
talked about it
surprised how
after
much you
release.
love
Yeah, I mean,
them. If you
I
don't have
didn't think it
children,
was
go
going to
get
win
them.
because
I mean, this is the best
mostly
thing to
just
happen.
based on what I heard
Thank
people
you
talking
again.
about.
I'm really
so.
proud. I'm shaking. Look at
I
me,
don't know.
man. This is like a big, big moment for me. And Neil, you're a big inspiration. Thank you.
I mean, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
them. I don't know enough about the game to say one way or the other. But I have a feeling this is going to be seen as an upset to most people.
Congratulations, Joseph Ferris. So amazing. All right, well, what did you think of the winners tonight? Did your favorite game win? If not, post your thoughts with a YouTube short.
Did your
Let us
favorite
know
game
who
win or
got
not? Post your
shorted
thoughts.
tonight. Thank you again for
I get the
watching
feeling
the
we're
Game
gonna get a
Awards.
lot
We'll
of,
see you next summer
lot
for
of
Summer
thoughts
Game
posted.
Fest. Such a pleasure that we got to do this in person. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday season. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Jeff. All right, well, that was that. No Multiverses, no Breath of the Wild 2, not even Chrono Cross Remastered, so not exactly what I expected out of the Game Awards, but there you go. That's what it was. So, whatever. Is the Game Awards, is what it is. All right, well, thanks for watching the Game Awards, guys. Thanks for watching the stream, and I'll catch you guys later.